Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting stream video episode for Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. What is that? Oh, the upscaling. So, yeah, last time we left off, we were, just gonna adjust this volume a little quick moment here. Okay, it's low enough. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, last time we were, I decided I was going to refresh or restart Sector 2 just so that I could go back and visit those systems that I missed. And yeah, I had to kind of cut it short because I had to do some stuff with. Now I just kind of finish off getting through Sector 2 and then maybe starting Sector 3. Can't spend too much time on this. I was gonna spend like 2 hours on it and then focus on one of my other videos for my YouTube channel, as I have to record some more for the Star Wars series, so I can post those videos. Yeah, we're taking care of business here, and yeah, I'm excited for some more Star Trek. I'm a big Star Trek fan. I'm thinking, I'm going to be doing quite a number of these with the Star Trek Voyager. But I do also want to stretch out and do some posts here with there's another Star Trek game, Star Trek Online, that I really want to do a stream with. A little mini series with that to get through a lot of that game. There's a lot to Star Trek Online though, but that'll be a very long process of going through all the different chapters. It's been around for about more than a decade now. It's been like 15 years, maybe even. That game's lasted for a while, and I started playing the game, then I stopped. And so at some point, if I really want to get into it, I'm really going to get into it. But that'll require kind of a balancing things out, productivity-wise, and deciding if I'm going to continue to do the Star Wars series with all the different classes. I've made my way through a nice chunk of it, and so I've pre-recorded a couple different chapters with 2 other classes. So at some point I'm going to be done with a lot of the characters on that, and once I go through all the playthroughs for all the 8 classes of that game and include all the expansions, eventually I'm going to run out of content for that, and I'm kind of trying to pre-record things to prepare myself for being finished with those characters in that game, and then transitioning on to other games, because it's been a long time since I played that game. And one thing I can say is, recording this content in advance, it'll still be releasing, and it'll still take about a year or even 2 for all of those episodes to post, but it's about pre-recording them in advance so that I can keep posting them, and they're going to be pre-uploaded too, so they're going to be I'll have content that's going to be coming out for like a year that's already been pre-recorded. I'm looking forward to having all of those projects already done and uploaded, so that I can focus on other things but still have that pre-recorded content that's going to be posting. That way you see that consistency and on my site there. But anyway, enough talking about a different game. Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, live quality good. Okay. Activity feeds. 1 viewer. 3 followers. Okay. Alright. Let's get. So what was it? Load manual save. Great. Continue game. Load. Alright, so I'm just going to take a step back here and kind of pick up where I left off. I have to collect some more duranium. I've got a nice chunk of titanium. I believe I was trying to open up some more levels, but the 100 I need for oh, was it 100 was this one? That's 90. But I still needed some more of the binaural gel packs. I only have one left. With that in mind, one of my intentions was to build more buildings here for production. So one of them was going to be a science lab, and the other thing I was going to build was going to be a bio lab. That way I can start to build some more binaural gel packs, which is going to be necessary in order to bring these to life. Wake me up inside. So I need to bring my ship to life, and I need to do that by opening up more of these sections here. Now, I was talking about putting some more living spaces here, and I can't remember what I did, but I'm pretty sure what I did, if I remember it right, was I created a standard living quarters here, and then I created an emergency quarters here. That way I could house 22 people. I was talking briefly about replacing this battery compartment, just getting rid of it so I'd have more storage space. But I think at some point the game itself is going to say, hey, you need some battery, and it's going to start that story. And so I'm going to wait for that, then I'll do that for this. Now, these life support, that's the same thing. This is battery compartment, these are life support. There was something that was going to go right here, or that I put right here, but I can't remember. I was kind of telling myself that I would do, oh, maybe that's what I did. I think I might have put another, last playthrough before I went back. I think I put another cargo bay, right here, and then I think that was the food cargo bay, because the cargo bays I have right here, these are just, there are three right here. We've got the duranium and duranium and deuterium. the D's. You always get me with the D words. The duranium and the deuterium storage, but I didn't have any extra storage for the food. And 1500, it's a nice amount of food to have, but if I could increase my food storage with a cargo bay, that would be even better, because I need it. Let's see, cargo bay plus 500 storage capacity for food, so I would have that up to 2,000 storage. But, mess hall, is there a chance to upgrade this yet? Has he talked about upgrading? Just I think story-wise, he hasn't given us the option yet. So I'm gonna be, unless I start using the food, I'm gonna start being over capacity. Then I'm gonna start wasting food because I'm not using it. So I've got to wait for him to say, hey, we should start using food, and then it's gonna give me this. What is this like? When is the next? What does this say again? Food serving. Hey, yeah, heroes, Neelix. How many cycles do I have left before my food is wasted? That's what I want to know. Because I would need to... If I'm not going to be actually using that food, then I almost don't want to create any more food in the hydroponics bay. Oh, there it is right there. 8 cycles remaining before I get plus 50. Oh, it could, because that's plus 50. This is plus 50. And this is plus 50. I gotcha. Alright. I gotcha. That makes sense. So, I'm thinking to myself, if I'm gonna have the hydroponics bay, not the if the mess hall's not gonna be serving food, I don't see any point in running the hydroponics bay. That'd just be a waste. Also, I gotta change my hero. I don't know why Balana, of all people, is the hero when Tess, maybe she's running the arrow shutter. Okay, production time. Why do I have her there instead of in the workshop? Maybe because I'm not using the workshop right now because it's I have no need for it. Is that powered off? Did I power off the workshop? The workshop is running, but there's no projects. All right, there we go. I don't want to waste the energy. I don't want to use the energy I don't need. So if I'm not working on anything at the workshop, I don't see any point in having it open. I'm only going to open the workshop when I have to work on something. Since I'm just working on this, and I'm going to be, yeah, like I said, I'm going to clear out these ruined rooms too. I want to start working on my weapon systems. I know I'm going to need them after this storyline starts. Is going to be moving into the next territory, and I'm going to be like, okay, time to start working on our weapon systems. And so these two spots right here, these two ruined rooms, are probably going to have to go to weapon systems. Now, one of my thoughts is, depending on the size of them, I might. Nope, don't do that. I'm just gonna see how big these are gonna be. Combat. I remember the shield generators are size 2 rooms. So if one's 3 and one's 3, the ruined rooms, I'm going to clear out the ruined room, so it's going to give us 6 rooms, 6 spots, and so I can have 3 extra shield generators if I wanted to. I don't have the space for disruptor array yet. I've got to do that technology because I want to have both of those working, ideally, because again, I want to have more weapons. So that's probably going to be my next technology. I did have a little cheat sheet here about my last steps here, but I'm going to be making some changes from what I originally did. I think I'm already working on the technologies that I said I was going to work on. Build to base, resource analysis sensors. I think that was one of the things I was going to get to. I don't have that yet. I'm going to open this guy here. I think for science. I was going to do some resource analysis. I haven't even gone to tier 2 for weaponry yet, so I can't yet do the disruptor control room. Ideally, that's going to come in handy. Ideally, that's going to come in handy once I get some more science. I've got 124 science, so as soon as I'm finished with this project, I really would like to do the resource analysis centers. It just helps me with knowing what's going to be in each of those sectors, how much, not sector systems. I'll know what's on each of those planets. I'll know where to go for this, where to go for this. It gives me just more information about how much deuterium, how much uranium, how much of the titanium, and also how much science I'm going to get from some of these things. So just getting this makes it easier for me to be smart about which system, which planet I go to in the system when I'm kind of planning out, like how many cycles I'm going to use in this area, how many cycles I'm going to use in this area. I'm going to be switching around, deciding that stuff based on the resources on those planets. So I really want to be smart and know what resources are available in those systems. And then once I know where the science is, I can then kind of plan out, okay, how much science am I going to get theoretically if I get the right rolls correctly. If it's that little if it lands on the right spots, get an idea. Okay, if I'm going to have enough in this system to research tier 2 of the science of the combat, and then I'm going to get the improve my my weaponry with my disruptor control. How big is? With that being said, how big is the disruptor control room? I think it's going to take 3 spots. And that's kind of what I have to plot out here. I wanted to have a deck focused on using weapons, but I'll get to that in a moment here. So this, this energy dissipator room disables all enemy systems for 4 seconds. What? Energy dissipator control room. That is nice. if you disrupt all their subsystems for 4 seconds, that takes down their shields. If that would be, that's like a really good weapon. I'm looking forward to that. But that takes like 10 slots, 10 room slots, which pretty much means I'd probably have to use, like, I was going to use like this area for like cargo. I was going to use like this for one cargo, this for one cargo, this for another cargo. That would mean that I'd have to use this section for those weapons. Maybe I could do that. I'll have one for a dissipator, then have like 2 slots for like more phaser control or disruptor control, then some slots for just expanding on my my shields, because I want to turtle. I'm a big fan of turtling. It is which I said in a previous stream. Turtling pretty much means increasing my defenses by having greater shields, because if the weapons can't get through, then I'm going to last longer in fights and I'll be unstoppable. The goal is to be unstoppable by lasting in a fight. Even if I don't have the strongest weapons, if I have the stronger defense, in the end, I'll just outrun them. It's like boxing, pretty much. Like, you know, they can keep punching you, but if you have the endurance, those punches are just going to wear them out. And you keep delivering your punches, and you'll just kind of, you know, wear them out until they eventually, you beat them. So ideally, I want to have a strong shield so I can kind of put those over there, and have that weapon, that energy dissipator. How soon can I get that, by the way? Because making plans like that, I do have to kind of plot things out better. Energy dissipator. How soon can I get the energy dissipator? And energy dissipator. What? What? Enhanced maneuver thrusters. Hull and reinforcement. Shield rotation. You know, this is funny thing, like seeing what you can get but not actually seeing it on a list. It must be one of these hidden technologies, or is it? No, it's not Borg, because it would be in the Borg buildings. Where's the energy dissipator? Okay, so maybe it's not an option yet. I guess it's something that you can get later on. I guess I really shouldn't put it in my plans, because if it's not guaranteed as a research option, I may not necessarily get it. It depends on whether or not I'm increase the shield by 4. Okay. I guess it depends on whether or not I find it later on. Same thing with the cloaking device. I see the cloaking device is an option, and I want to get that too. I don't care about, you know, the treaty with the Romulans. I'm in Delta Quadrant space. I need a cloaking device. Yeah, it depends on whether or not that's going to be an option. So I just gotta take a look here again. Combat-wise, I got distracted by the energy thing here. I'm gonna get the disruptor array. That's gonna be, oh, that's 4, not 3. Yikes. Okay. Cloaking device. I want you so much. I want you so much. Alright, phaser control. I can always do that. I can always swap them out too. That's a great thing about this, is I can, later on, I'll get the resources from them and I can just deconstruct and then rebuild them for something else. Disruptors take more power. I've got everything I need to build a disruptor except for the technology. I got all the good stuff there. So I gotta get I gotta get that research. Alright, so I know what I need to do. Science is my priority. And then I'm gonna get those disruptors. I'm gonna clear out some space and I'm gonna put them that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. So, the plan is cargo bay for the food, or another hydroponics bay, because once I start using the food, it's good. It's not gonna. I'm not ever gonna reach my max, because we're gonna be consuming 33 per cycle. So me getting at the max is highly unlikely. So I don't have to worry about the cargo bay and storing a lot of food, at least for now. So I'll just make another hydroponics bay here, so I'll have, don't worry about food for my people ever. And if I'm starting to get over or near the cap, I can, and I find myself, you know, making more food than I'm consuming, which is highly unlikely based on the number of people I have on the ship, and more people are going to come. But if by some measure it does happen where I collect more food than anticipated, I can always use trade to sell it off and get some other resources instead. I can use my Aero shuttle to try to trade something like food for you know, more titanium, or food for bioneural packs, or food for dilithium, or something like that. I can always do that if I find myself over, but I'm not really too concerned about having an extra cargo bay for food at this time. I'll worry about that when I get into the point where I'm going to start, you know, building large storage cargo bays. But I'm going to do another science lab, then a bio lab. I'm going to clear out these rooms, and I'm going to put a disruptor room right here, and a shield, so I can just increase my shield's capacity on all sides. I'm going to just increase my shields, and this is I think this is 4 and this is 4. Is it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. That's right. So this is 3. So this is. This is just kind of measuring the space here. 6 slots and 9 slots in total available here. So if I do 4, 9 slots means I've got 5 slots left, which means if I wanted to, I could do 2 for the shields and then have 1 slot free for a battery compartment, just in case I need more power, because that's going to take a lot. I've got 144 out of 180. I can always build like one little thing for battery there for my weapons, so it can just increase my my battery usage and my energy storage. So I'm not using everything for just using that to compensate for my energy use for my weapons. Either that, or I could just do let's see, if it's 9, that wouldn't do anything for shields though. I could always have 2 disruptors. That would be wild. What happens when you have 2 of anything? I don't know. Let me go back one more time to build. And disruptors. Energy threshold, weapon, subsystem health. Okay, so I said that would just increase my weapon system health. Oh, you know, it seems like, I wonder if you have multiple control rooms, you'd think you'd also have multiple weapons, so you could fire more consistently. Deals low damage against hull. Alright, ideally I do want to take out their shields first. I'm a big guy of taking out shields first, because once you take out shields, then everything else is vulnerable, which you can use torpedoes. So, disruptors, it just sounds kind of like my thing, because I want to rip them apart as quickly as possible. Alright, so with that being stated, let's click on here. Let's collect some more duranium, because I can store to 50 and I'm at 84. Let's do, what's the least risky option? Shuttle. Shuttle's going to give me the best outcome. I love shuttle here. I wonder if I have more than one shuttle. This has shuttles 1. What if I have 2 shuttles? That increases my success rating. Yay! 132. That doesn't really say. I mean, of course, it doesn't feed you all the information. You kind of have to learn things on your own. How much would it cost me, research-wise, to... I mean, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just thinking later on for for shuttles. It's kind of probably going to be engineering, I think. Yeah, that's engineering. Cargo bay, shuttle bay. How much is this? Begin research. This will pause. Increase the shuttle slots. 13 cycles. Okay. Anyway, so once I finish the apple-like fruits roots research, I'm gonna be opening up the extension to the story while I upgrade the mess hall. I feel like my work crews aren't doing anything, so well, now that I got this extra stuff here, I'm just gonna focus on building something here. So crew, nope. Oops, my bad. No, that's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was science, technology. There we go. Hydroponics bay. I just want to have it ready. Plus 50 for food, so it's going to be 200 total every 10 cycles. And since I'm going to be consuming 33 per cycle, that means every 10 cycles I'm consuming 330. So I'm still going to be at a deficit, but not as bad of a deficit. And then I'll find foods on planets, and then I'll have to come up with a different option, which is the large hydroponics bay, which then I'll replace this one with a large hydroponics bay. I've also got to check the large hydroponics bay. Science, how much? I think the large hydroponics bay is level 3. Oh wait, do I still need to research biolab before I build one? I do have to. I'm gonna need some more science. So now what's more important? Biolab or weapons? I feel like I have to increase the durability of the weapons capability of my ship before I proceed, because the Kazon are gonna start coming after us. So I need to be smart. I want to make sure that I am like ultra ready for that fight, and then after that I can focus on because I've got tier 2 already here for this, so I'm not really gonna like, once I get that I can do this. Hydroponics bay here produces 75 times 4 would be okay, so 300, so then I'll be in. So once I study this, I can then go to level 3 to get my large hydroponics bay. Instead of spending resources on this, I could just go to this, which produces 360 food. It isn't logical then for me to invest in a larger hydroponics bay if I'm just going to use a large hydroponics bay instead. So yeah, I'll do biolab for the biolab resource analysis sensors. So that's going to have to be 4th on the list because I've got to focus on weapons first. Weapons and shields. And then after that, so after weapons and shields, building those, I need the weapon disruptors, which is going to be tier 2 for weapons, combat. Okay, so that's going to be a total of 140 research for that. Then I jump over here and I do I've got to do this first though, because this is going to tell me what resources are available and how much, so I can do the science. It's going to be a really big juggling on getting this planned out here. I do want to build the hydroponics bay though, so I'll do that. I can build stuff and then worry about the rest later on. Build another hydroponics bay. I still need to build some housing for my people, so I'll do this for the hydroponics bay, and I will build some housing for my people. It's gonna be 4. It's gonna be 2. I really, as much as I hate my morale going down, I mean morale's pretty good right now. I need to consume less energy, so they're gonna be in it's gonna be a tight squeeze for a while. It's gonna be a tight squeeze. Actually, hold on a second. If I do the 3 right here, I guess it really doesn't matter which one I do. Okay, that's what I'll do. Because the thing is, I'll have like, if I do 2 emergencies, there's just be this empty space right here, and I want to find a productive use of that one spot, and I gotta decide what I'm gonna do before I do it. Any buildings that just take up 1 slot. Large energy compartment. Nope. So that's that. Anything here that takes up just 1 slot? Definitely not. Definitely not that. Holodeck takes up a lot of space. This is 2, this is 3. I feel like I'm going to do crew quarters and then emergency crew quarters, I guess. Because nothing else takes up a single slot. I feel like they should have given us more buildings that take up a single slot, even if it's not necessarily like essential. Because otherwise, I guess you just gotta be practical with what you're doing. No bird technology yet. Is there something that's gonna come right here? Maybe. I feel like this is weird that this is just empty like this. I feel like there's something supposed to be here. Maybe there's gonna be an expansion. So I guess I'm gonna have to do a standard crew quarters. I can always do a battery. This battery takes up one spot. Maybe that's what I have to do. At some point I'm gonna have another battery compartment and I'll put that there. Yeah, no. No, I'm not really worried about batteries right now. It might become necessary, and maybe as I play the game I'll learn the importance of them and switch things around. But I'll just do crew quarters, that way the morale's not gonna be at a negative except for just once. And then emergency crew quarters. Alright, there we go. There we go. So that's gonna take care of 22 housing. This will take that down to 28. And then I'll worry about some more housing for other people later on. I still feel like I probably should have done 2 emergencies and had an empty spot, because that'll take care of 24 people, but that'll start bringing my morale from +2 to just 0, which means no morale gain. At least with this I'm getting 1 morale gain per cycle, which is nothing, but it's better than negative. And there we go. Now we're gonna go back to the system, and what's the next thing? Is there a sector? Is there another mission somewhere? No, I think I just wait. I think the next thing's gonna be right here. And then last time I didn't go here or here. But I'm gonna say, yeah, so I just gotta wait for the research to finish, and they're gonna say, hey, more food or something like that. They're gonna say, housing. Alright, let's go to the next thing, which, how am I doing on my deuterium? I can get X. I'm just gonna just zoom to here and there we go. Alright, I got the research I needed, so that's gonna continue the rest of the story. Yep, that's there. So now that that's done, I can go back to research. Now we're gonna research science. Yeah, I can research science. It's 70. Again, I need to do it. I have to do it. I must do it. For the sciences. Then after that, I can focus on tactical. But it's good to know what's in what's planet. It's good to know, like, I mean, this is a science ship. We should have good scanners. We should know how many resources are on each planet before we go to them. Yeah, that way we can be tactical about it. So, and I just want to focus on being as smart as possible when it comes to knowing where I'm going and how many cycles it's going to take to get there. Food is at max. Yes. You know what? Food is at max. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down this switch off. And we're just going to switch this one off too. Because food's at max. So, why waste energy if I don't absolutely need to? So now food's here. I still got 1 hydroponics bay because I do. Yeah, okay. Save flex. As the commander feared, the Leola routes aren't a long-term solution. We need to find other ways to stock our pantry. Suggestions? I got some suggestions. Captain, I was thinking about building a hydroponics bay. It would give the crew a chance to reconnect with the natural process of growing food. Already built 4, so. We could also hit up some local trading stations with the Aero Shuttle, barter for supplies, do a little Delta Quadrant grocery shopping, so to speak. But Captain, there are so many planets out here. We just need to keep exploring to find one brimming with the most delicious, nutritious delicacies. Think of the culinary adventures. Hydroponics, trade, exploration, all valid options. Thank you. Oh, Captain, regardless of your choice, the raw ingredients still need to be prepared. Naturally, I'd be honored to help apply my culinary skills. However, the mess hall lacks a proper galley. Would you be willing to sacrifice your private dining room for the greater good of the crew? Wonderful! I'll get to work straight away. She didn't even say yes, he just taken upon himself. Alright, but that's Neelix. So now we're going to do what I expected we were going to do. We're going to modify the... Ooh, hold on a second. One cycle left. Okay, we got my crew is busy, so I'm just gonna pause this for a quick second. Wait, how many cycles is this? 3 cycles. Yeah, man, yeah, we're fine. I'll pause this. And we'll do this. Oops, upgrade. That's what I want to do. Great, we're down at 66 uranium, and we've got that working for us. Yeah, I know, that's what I did. I'm working on it. You don't have to keep using the question mark on me, bro. Yeah, I'm upgrading. Come on. Okay. So... Oh, I didn't do this yet. Uranium. The shuttle? What's the worst that can happen here? No! Oh my goodness, that bouncing around there. Playing with my emotions. Playing with my emotions. Alright, so now we are full on deuterium. And we're full on food. And we are ready to explore something else here. Now, there's nothing really else I need in this particular system here, besides just to fly someplace so that I can progress story-wise. I need 3 systems, 3 cycles, and so we'll progress 3 cycles. Let's go to this planet. What is 6 cycles away? Collect some more deuterium, then move on to the next system once this thing. Emergent, okay, so more emergency quarters. Yay, more people, more food. I'm sorry, more living space. I mean, 2 cycles left. Ooh, that's great. Now I can continue this. Resume. There we go. Because their workforce is done with this. So now they're good there. System, continue going. Yay, hydroponics bay is finished. Great. We got some more food. Mess hall is upgraded. We can now switch this to... Yep. Okay, so now we got him here in the mess hall. Normal food rations, -33 as anticipated, per cycle. And that's going to start eating away at that. But we're good. We're going to have more than enough food. More than enough food. More than enough. With that stated, I now have to turn these on. Because... No, I'll wait. I'll wait a cycle. And then I'll start to turn on. Ooh, I have to do something here. Bio adventure. I will be back. Alright, I am back. Boom! Back and ready. Back and ready. Alright, so we have the mess hall going here, we've got the food going here, and because we're full, I don't see any point in using this particular cycle to... Battery compartment... Stores up to 120 surplus energy from the core. Batteries discharged to barely supply missing energy before gray mode is activated when energy consumption exceeds production. Or there is insufficient deuterium available. I mean, that's actually... I mean, it's nice theoretically, because if I'm at 120, that'll give us like 3 cycles to collect some deuterium. So if I run out, I will be able to go to, like, you know, another planet in the system if I'm in like an emergency situation to collect some more. I don't see myself needing that right now, at least in this particular difficulty. I find myself flush with resources, and so probably not going to be a thing I'll have to do with this playthrough. More likely the next playthrough when I do like survivor mode, or I'll find myself needing to utilize this, and that's when I'll get, you know, I'll invest in that technology, or even the larger one, just so I can resolve this in a tough spot. I suppose I should also keep that in mind if I find myself. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep that in mind. Later in the story, who knows, I might be in a situation where there's not a lot of access to deuterium. Anyway, boop, system. There we go. What am I collecting here? Oh, I see. More deuterium that I don't need right now. I'm not going to use that at this point. Okay, boop. Flex. Captain, we're picking up a distress call. On screen. Anyone can hear this message. Lost control of the bridge. Ship is falling apart. Help. Now. Please. Captain, this may be a trap. Oh, it's... Oh, well, actually, no, I know it's not a trap, but it could be a trap. Analyze damage to the Kazon ship. Can we determine if the sustained genuine damage? It's actually... It's fluctuating. Nucleonics patterns might indicate a reactor breakdown on board. Okay, general scan of the Kazon ship. Scan for other ships. Yeah, scan for any other Kazon ships in the area. Nothing showing up, Captain. Okay. Option, general scan of the Kazon ship. Scan the Kazon ship. Let's see what we're dealing with here. The ship is identical to the Kazon Nistrum raider we previously encountered, Captain. The Kazon Nistrum is one of the most violent sects in the entire Kazon collective. That's not good. Go investigate. We'll help, but be cautious. This could be an opportunity to make new friends, or enemies. In this particular case, we're more inclined to make enemies than friends with these people, because, yeah. Okay, so we've done with this what we can in this system. A lot of this is just deuterium that we don't necessarily need. Now, yeah, who knows? If I need to, I'll come back. At this point, I don't think I will. I'm just gonna leave it how it is right now. Show the next system. Alright. What is this? Kazine carrier. Okay, they've got some deuterium. They've got some food here. Alright, now it's time for me to actually more food down here. Repair station, as if we need it right now, but uranium and dilithium. But we don't know how much, but we will know how much pretty soon. Uranium. No new information revealed. Plenty. Oh. What? Planet of Plenty? Hold on a second. We identified a lush planet teeming with life and rich and untapped mineral deposits. Unfortunately, the planet's volatile climate leaves little time for exploration. With intense storms predicted to arrive soon, we can only focus on one objective. I'll come to that, and we'll decide what we need. Anything else in the system here? I need scanning. Alright, once my science improves, I'll be able to see what's on that planet. Okay. Ship. How's my research? I think it's supposed to be like, okay, 4 resource. Okay, 4 cycles remaining. I'm doing pretty good. Oh yeah, this is ruined rune. I support. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about this whole section here. This is sick bay. Will I need 2 sick bays at some point? Possibly. Possibly. But I forgot about this section. I was just thinking about this section regarding where I was going to put things. This section gives me some ideas. I can either use this for more housing and do like 2 more emergency quarters, or I could do better and I can just put the disruptor right here, and then I can use this space here for other things besides the disruptor and the shields. I can, or unless I do 2 disruptors. 1 disruptor right here, 1 disruptor right here, improves the health of my disruptors. Or do shields. Again, this will give me the opportunity to turtle. I can super turtle. Anyway. Okay, so now my work crews don't have anything to do at the moment. So I'm going to build another science lab so I can improve the speed of my science. Wait a minute, there you go. I said I was gonna do it, and sweet breakfast sandwich. I'm gonna do it. Another science lab. 6 cycles. I really kind of wish I could dedicate like 2 work crews to it, since I've got 3 work crews with 2 not having anything to do. That would be kind of nice. And biolab can't do that yet, right? Not yet. I need the science. Binaural gel packs. Oh baby. Oh baby. Consuming 6 food per cycle. Yikes. Alright. And time to start opening these guys up. Turn on. Turn on. Great. Now it's just going to be... Hold on. What is this now? So the 3 remaining. 2 remaining. 8 remaining. 6 remaining. Okay. So now I'm going to start producing a lot more food. And consuming a lot more food. But I'm going to be doing pretty good. I'm going to be doing pretty good. 200 per every 10 cycles is a fair estimation. That means that I'm still going to be losing 130 food per 10 cycles. But with that and the actual going to these planets and finding food, I'm going to be doing really, really well. really well, and I might just use one of these spots that, since I'm going to be using this one for the weapons, I can use one of these for extra storage. And okay, I can actually disable this, at least temporarily. I got 26 people not doing anything. I can switch this off for the time being. I don't actually need that extra work team right now, since they're there we go. Since we're currently not working anything, I gotta wait for these things to clear up. Actually, I can clear out these two rooms. Oh, think about it. No, I need those. Let me turn that back on. No, because I need this space. I need to clear out these for the resources. It's gonna be 10 uranium, and this is gonna give me 10 uranium. I just realized how short I was getting on uranium, probably because I'm building this, and I just built those, and I built that. I haven't been paying attention to the uranium part of it. So in the system here, ooh, uranium's right here, right before this mission. So I will go ahead, and I'm gonna save this planet for last because it's a lush planet. I'll just kind of decide what we're gonna do regarding that one. Yeah. Captain, you simply must see the cargo bay. Our pantry is positively bursting with the most magnificent delicacies. Now the hard work is behind us, we can finally move on to the fun part, the preparation. Just imagine the possibilities. Tiger, lager, head, eggs whisked to perfection, a hearty Leola root pilaf, followed by a decadent Laurelian pudding. I promise you, your taste buds will melt away. Hopefully not. I can't tell if he means that literally. In any case, the results speak for themselves. Our food stores are well stocked. Mission accomplished, Captain. Well done. So the morale is up by plus 400. Boom. Boom. Glorious. 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 Alright, so now we're gonna collect 100 uranium. Okay, and that's more than enough for me. Ooh, use a shuttle. And the risk of loss is minimal. Tractor beam. I'll likely to get a better outcome with this one. Let's go. No, negative to negative to negative. Okay, there we go. 104. That's great. Continue. So we got 104 more uranium, which is great because we can now go back to here. And I am not building anything else right now. Alright, so these two will actually give me another 10 uranium, which means I'll be at 133. I still got ways to go before I over capacity. This is the one that's 150, not this one. Alright. And do I have anything else to build before I... Ooh, you know what? I gotta clear this room too. Okay, so it's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, still gonna be good on that one. Yeah, I'm still gonna be good on that one. I gotta clear out that room. No workshop available. Oh right, okay, yeah, because I'm doing these two, so I'm just gonna clear out these two. I'm gonna clear out this one. That'll give me some. This whole deck's gonna be cleared. Then after that, then that's when the real work begins. The science, and then I'm gonna have the bio lab right here. I'm ready for that bio. I'm ready for the bio. All right. I can always show the bio lab. Right up. Nope, it's gonna be 4 spots. Nope, no, put the bio lab next to the science lab. It's the most logical place to put it. 2 science labs right here. Alright. Anyway. Boop. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. Oh yeah. Number 2. That's what I'm looking for this. Let's go to the Cardassian rank. Ooh! Resource analysis sensors. Alright. Great. Now I can focus on the next science, which I said was going to be... Ooh. Did I say biolab? What did I say it was going to be? I remember last time it ended up being... I started working on biolab because I needed to clear up some more areas for the... I need to start building some binaural gel packs because we just don't have any more. But I also really want to focus on combat. I really want to focus on some combat. But I'll worry about that. We'll worry about that later. Okay. So once I do the binaural gel packs, then I'll have the ability to expand my decks, and then I can start focusing on filling up all my decks with all the necessary things like more weapons, more shields, more yeah, disruptors. It's 170. Okay, so biolab, really important. Also, if for some reason my life support gets damaged and I have to repair it again, I'm gonna need some bio laboratories. But I need the gel packs just in case something gets damaged, and I have to replace there we go. It's a logical thing to do. I've got to make sure I have my core resources because if I'm gonna be producing binaural, let's just see here. No, not that. I'm just gonna talk hypothetical here for this. Okay, this biolab produces every 20 cycles. I produce 1 binaural gel packs, which means I'm going to need a total of 140 cycles in order to get the 7 gel packs I need to unlock this one or this one. And of course, what happens if one of these gets damaged when I'm under attack by someone? I'll need to be able to repair them right away. Right now I only have 1, so I need to have at least 3 or 4, or 2 or 3 to make sure that these stay, active. Because I cleared out these 2, and that costs that much if I remember right there. But I just have to think, think long term. If something happens to my life support for some unexpected reasons, I'm gonna desperately need binaural gel packs. And so I've got to be aggressive about making sure I have all my essential resources before I try other things. And I'm probably going to need some binaural gel packs for weapons, right? Well, actually, all the resources that I need to build these. Yep. To actually construct... No, that's the wrong thing. To construct a disruptor array, I need a binaural gel pack. So if I use this last one, I'll be out. What about the shield generator? Doesn't require that. That's good. But if I ever want to get the energy dissipator control room, I'm going to need 8 gel packs. So, cooking device requires 15 gel packs. What? 15? 15? 15? My max capacity is 25. That's a lot. That's a lot of gel packs. Sweet. Blueberry biscuits. Alright. Okay then. Alright, well that's there. That's a lot of gel packs that they need there. Alright. And on to the mission. With plenty of what I need here. And I'm gonna get some resources from this away mission. Let's go. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Have a sip, Mr. Kim. Alright. Send away team. This is where it gets good. Okay. So for the away team, last time I sent Balana, Kess, and Tuvok. And I'm trying to remember in the actual episode, was it Kim and B'Elanna? I can't remember. But we're gonna go with B'Elanna because she is the MVP of engineering. And we need that engineering. And then I'm gonna send Kess for diplomacy and medical. Because just in case medical is necessary. And then Tuvok for the weapons. Just in case we need it. Even though it didn't show challenges here, but he's also heavy on the Starfleet. So gotta get the Starfleet representation here. And Tuvok is the man. Tuvok is the man. If I could get Captain Tuvok, I would. We a logical captain. Anyway, Janeway's cool. Anyway, or even if we lost Chakotay, oh no. Yeah, Tuvok is the man. Start mission. The inside of the Raider shows signs of a massive explosion. No sign of the crew. Orders. Let's see. Swarm out and search the ship for the crew. Scan for survivors. Seems like the most logical course of action. If you want to find them, you scan them. And also we get extra science, which is what I want. I want that plus 10. I want that sweet plus 10 for that science. Yep. Yes, a critical success. Scanning reveals a single faint life sign. The team beams the comatose survivor directly to sickbay. The rest of the Kazan crew have been fused with the wreckage. Plus 15 to science instead of plus 10. That's wonderful. Plus 15 to our titanium. I mean, tritanium. But what happened here? Time for some science. Which is really great because all three of them are, you know, science. I'm just gonna go with both of these two. She's fatigued. Actually, do I want to do it guaranteed? For science. Hold on a second. This gives us more science. Examine one of the dead Kazan. But there's also the chance of failure, and she's already fatigued. Nope, if this is a guarantee, if this is giving me a critical success, I just kind of boost it to probably 15 anyway. That was 5. It's better. I'd rather have a guarantee of success than a possibility of failure. It's only logical. Mother lover. Alright. The plus 2. The scans reveal residual energy signatures indicative of catastrophic explosion. The cause remains a mystery, but the evidence points to an internal malfunction. Alright, any suggestions on how to find the origin of the explosion? Yes. This is a fail, yeah. Alright. Again, more science 10. Like that. Alright, an analysis reveals an unknown addition to the system was followed by a massive pre-explosion energy surge which originated in an irradiated area behind a force field. Alright, Captain, there's a strange console inside the force field. It could be the origin of the explosion, but the radiation is preventing us from coming any closer. How should we proceed? Okay, this says 15. This says 15. Examine close from... Examine console from up close. Okay, we're going to do this. We're just going to do this guaranteed, or near guaranteed, critical success. This is our last challenge anyway, so I'm not really concerned about that. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? All of this critical, and you chose that. Yep, mother lover. Okay. They scan the console from a distance. The analysis reveals traces of Federation technology within the console. The away team returns to Voyager from this shocking discovery. Alright. Critical successes. I only had one critical success, regrettably, even though I put all that stuff in there. It is what it is. Alright. So, oh, we got Tuvok leveled up now. He's level 5. 3, 4, 5. Kess is level. Okay, so he's, we got them leveled up here. We're doing good. Alright. It seems that Kazan tried to install Federation technology. We are unsure why. Can't be transported out to examine it? Not with those levels of nucleonic radiation. We could create a subspace bubble or build an expander. One's quicker and riskier, the other safer but more resources intensive. I'm gonna go with the expander because, well, we need to. Why not? I wonder how much science is gonna use, but it seems like this is just showing the duranium and tritanium, so I'm not stressing. We won't risk lives, no matter how expensive it is. Yeah, because the last thing I want to do is send Balana over there again and she gets hurt. We don't need that kind of situation. How on earth did the Kazon get their hands on Federation technology? Gotta make sure I use the restrain my voice. The most probable explanation is that someone on our ship gave it to them. And this is where Carrie comes in. I don't like this. I don't like this. If technology changed hands, maybe it happened on the planet earlier. Who could have met them while you were on the surface? Ensign Seska was unaccounted for. I was picking mushrooms. The Kazon ambushed me. Where are those mushrooms, by the way? I haven't heard about these mushrooms. Like, where are they? Where are they? Quite. I suggest interviewing the Kazon survivor, Captain. He says quite because he recognizes that she's probably lying, but he's not going to say it just yet. He's like, sure you were collecting mushrooms. Yeah, I believe you. Yep, of course. Captain, this raises serious security concerns with Maquis personnel in critical areas. I agree with you, Carrie, but she doesn't. This is about you being passed over for chief engineer, isn't it, Carrie? No, Torres. It's about security. Convenient timing, Carrie. Almost like someone wanted to make the Maquis look like perfect scapegoats. Well, because you are actual traitors to the Federation. And so, yeah, that kind of tracks. Enough! We'll determine the truth through proper investigation. Sickbay to Captain Janeway. It's the Kazon. His own blood cells are killing him. I need to perform a complete pyrocyte replacement to save him. Requesting authorization. Are we equipped for this procedure? I've already run a crew compatibility analysis. I also noticed Ensign Seska never provided a blood sample. Of course she didn't. I had a childhood disease, and I was warned never to donate blood. Right. I already found enough compatible blood donors among the crew, but we still require a blood sample for general medical purposes. I don't see the point in that, Doctor. Yeah, I see the point in that. We're gonna do that. Order Seska to provide a sample now. Ensign Seska, I order you to provide a blood sample. It is for your own good. You went missing. We don't have a blood sample. Yeah, you are sus. And about that Kazon patient, we're going to use the Vidian surgical device to replace his pyrocytes. Only logical thing to do. The Vidian surgical device will help, Doctor. Good news, Captain. The Kazon is stable. Chances are high that he'll survive. Good. Let me know as soon as he wakes up. Let's proceed with building the expander. Alright, so now it's time to build the expander. Which is going to... We're researching... Oh, workshop. Right. And a workshop is currently be offline, so I gotta activate the workshop. Boo! And means I'm going to... Wait a minute, can each of these have a hero? What? There goes my hero. Ah, production time is decreased. So as I get more crew, and as I get more heroes, I may be able to put more on the hydroponics bay, which will increase my food production to fewer cycles. So instead of 10 cycles, maybe it's like 9 or 8 cycles to produce the food, which means that I will actually not have to worry about a deficit. And the 4 hydroponics bays may be enough up until the point where I get the large hydroponics bay. Okay. That's worth a thought. In the meantime, I need to use Balana for the workshop. Workshop. Crafting time, minus 55%. Yeah, baby. Alright, let's go ahead and craft this. So it's going to be 3 cycles to build that instead of 6. Assuming the minus 55%, so cut it in half. Alright, so now we'll need 3 cycles for that process to work. We're not going to get any more food because I don't need it right now. I don't need any more deuterium right now. Do I need more duranium? Yes, I do. So we're going to go here for duranium, then we're going to... That's 2 cycles away. Or I can just go over here. That'll put us at 3 cycles. This is 3 cycles away. That's perfect. Just enough for what we need to accomplish. Okay, ruined room. Science lab is complete. Yes, boom, science lab. Ruined room. Alright, so now I can clear out this ruined room. Wait a second. Now I'm suddenly... Okay, and I'm still not flesh, so that's gonna be fine. 6 cycles for that. And now I've got all this space here to start focusing on things like weapons and biolabs and all that glorious goodness, deliciousness. I don't have to... Do I even really need this working right now? I'm just gonna shut this off because I don't really need this power drain of 8 right now. I'm not actually using that for trade. Hold on a second. I suppose if I turn that off, then no trade opportunities will come, right? Awaiting new trade orders. Trade offers. Trade isn't a really big thing right now. I can relocate her to Hydroponics Bay. That's where she belongs. So instead of having her focusing on trade, I'll have her producing more food for now, and that'll be that. And so that's stated. Boom! It's done. The research returned to the cruiser to recover the console. Alright, expander crafted, and we're going to... Oof. Torpedo launcher. Workshop 2. Deploy specialized mining probes to break up dense deposits. I didn't know it could do that. So Workshop 2 is also a thing I have to kind of consider because I want to produce more torpedoes at some point, and so I'm going to need Workshop 2 in order to do that, but that's going to probably be later. Once I finish focusing on building disruptors and shields, then I'll do that. Alright. But we're going to do this, because as much as I like this torpedo launcher, that could cause damage to our hull and injuries to our crew. How much do I need? Do I need 129? That would put me at just shy of being full. But the risk is great. The risk is too great. Whew. Okay, so 96, that's fine. 95% reward distribution. Which... Okay. Ah, okay, I actually forgot that the technology, the research was complete, so now I can see what planet stores what. This still isn't going to show me what's on this planet, I guess. Plus, okay, so knowing what... Oh, that's a lot of food here. That is such a gift. Man, I really kind of wish I had a storage bay now for the cargo bay now for this extra food. Because, well, actually, well, that still is fine, because I'm still going to be flying around the system here, so eventually I'll hit one of these planets before I go. I'm going to be, yeah, I mean, it's... What is it? Negative 33 per cycle. So once I go back here, what is this? 3 cycles away, it's going to be down 100, nearly 100 food. That's actually really good. How many cycles does this? Wish might have a little thing here that shows me how many cycles I have until I run out of food based on my current production. It kind of be nice to show that as a metric. Okay. Let's go back. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Continue. Captain, 2 Kazon Nistrum raiders approaching. They are hailing us. Open a channel. Kazon vessel. Sorry. Open a channel. Kazon vessel. I am Captain Janeway, Captain of the Federation Starship Voyager. I am Kulla, First Mage of the Kazon Nistrum. What have you done to our ship? We responded to a distress call. By the time we arrived, there was only one survivor. I demand to speak to him. We better not refuse the demand of a Kazon Nistrum mage, Captain. We should question the survivor first, without outside interference. That is correct. I demand to see my crewman immediately. So here's the deal. I already know what's going to happen. If we allow him to visit, he's going to kill the guy before we get a chance to talk to him. So, then he's gonna still want to have access to the ship. So I'm not gonna give him what he wants, because the last thing I want is to give him what he wants. Decline for now. I have to refuse. You can visit him later. My choice has consequences. Okay. That is unacceptable. No one opposes the first mage of the Kazon Nistrum. No one until me, mother lover. We will take the damaged vessel with us. You have no right to interfere in our affairs. Keep your hands off our ship, or it will be considered an act of war. War, Captain! You know what? You can suck it to keep the ship. Federation technology caused the explosion. Until we know more, I can't release the ship to you. Yep. Your technology makes you brave, Captain, but you have only one ship. There will be 4 Kazon vessels off your bow soon enough. So yeah, I'm not going to go along with them this run. Next run, maybe I'll be like, okay, whatever, take whatever you want. But I do not allow this right now. I don't like bullies, I don't like threats, and I don't like you, Kulla. Janeway out. Haha. Janeway away team. Get ready to recover the console. Alright. So, survivalist is going to be Chakotay. But who's going to do? The team's going to be B'Elanna. It's going to be Tuvok. And it's going to be Chakotay. It's going to be Chakotay. Now, B'Elanna is 55 for... There's a lot of engineering here. I kind of feel like I should bring someone else. Besides, but But we're gonna. These two are gonna combine for science. These two can combine for phaser, and she's gonna be doing. We're not so heavy on science. We're more heavy on engineering. There's gonna be 2 engineering challenges in phaser. The best outcome for science is probably gonna be engineering, but I've got to consider. Okay, well, these two are good for science. Science and engineering. I wish... Yeah, I'm gonna go with... This is a really strong team. I kind of wish instead of Chakotay we had... but he's a survivalist, so that's recommended trait, so I'm gonna go with that because he's gonna have to find traps. Let's start. Captain, we're back on the radar. But the bridge entrance is jammed shut. I'm positive it was open before. What a weird coincidence. Weird coincidence. I'm gonna go with unlock the door mechanism for science. That plus 10 is really important for me. I realized that in the system there's plenty of duranium. There's plenty of duranium. There's plenty of deuterium. There's even tritanium. But there's not a lot of science, so we're going to science it up as far as we can. Yay! Critical success! Glories! The door slides open smoothly, revealing the bridge beyond. The away team enters alert with a plus 15 to science! Captain, the bridge has been tampered with. How do we proceed? I kind of want to do Chakotay for these dilithium crystals because, let's be honest with each other, there's really not many options to get dilithium crystals either, and those are going to be very necessary, and that's the only reason I brought Chakotay was because of this particular survivalist option, even though I want some science. Too bad I can't do both options here, but there's little risk. I mean, I could go 15, but again, like, we'll get many options for dilithium crystals, so we're gonna have to go with that and a boost to our morale. Dilithium. Yeah. A thorough search reveals that someone else has been there recently. They notice a trap next to the force field and disarm it. So that's where Chakotay comes in. Dilithium and morale. Whoever was on the bridge didn't want us recovering the console. Yeah, he didn't. Use the expander to rotate the force field away from the console. That's where she comes in. We get some more duranium. Plus 24. Do I need it? Okay, I'm not going to go over max right now. Okay, well, that's what it is. The away team carefully rotates the force field. However, they discover the console is fused to its surroundings, making removal a challenge. This is where those phasers come in, boys. Do we science it up with her? She's going to fail. Or do we... Ooh, well, okay. Either way, it's going to get science. This gives us the most science, but there's a chance of failure. I'm just going to go with these guys. There's a guaranteed victory outcome here. This is the last challenge. We're going to get 12 science or more with the critical success and some tritanium. So we're going to go with this. Critical success. The away team uses precise phaser bursts to sever the fuse connection points. The console is freed, though not much to look at. The team returns to Voyager with the console. Yay! Transferred room bonus, 1 place. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Alright, there we go. Console recovered, Captain. It is indeed the Voyager. From Voyager. What was it supposed to be? Analyze the console. Analyze its possible purpose. Success. Of all things, it's a food replicator. Or at least it was trying to be. A food replicator. Makes perfect sense to me. We take replicators for granted, but imagine what it means to a culture that doesn't have this technology, or to us, if we lost them. We're struggling with food shortages ourselves, just like the Kazon. Just give them a replicator. Show them how it works. It could smooth things over with color. We need friends. Prime directive. We cannot interfere with the technological development of another culture. And it's awfully convenient you're suggesting we give away Federation technology, just like you were conveniently found in the cave with the keys on. Loyalties. I mean, Carrie's not wrong. He's not wrong. You're out of line, Carrie. I won't tolerate you questioning every Maquis loyalty. Dismissed. Yeah, Chakotay, you're blinders, bro. You're blinders. You're blinders. Captain, we have a chance to show goodwill. We could offer Kula some food. It may not be replicators, but it could build some trust. Agree to give food, refuse to give food. I'm gonna agree to give food because, I mean, that's actually really smart. It'll reduce the likelihood of them attacking us if we're showing some goodwill. So a smart move on that Chakotay. That's why he has diplomacy stats. Boom. Alright, contact Kula. Send them some food. Wise, Captain. I'll see to the arrangements. Regardless, we can't ignore the fact that someone on the ship provided them with technology. Chakotay, you won't like to hear this, but Seska has made herself suspicious. However, Carrie points the finger at her a little too much. He points at her the right amount, based on the information he has available, which is right on. Captain, I propose a full investigation which would require I suspend my other duties. Approved, Lieutenant. Let's hope our Kazan patient wakes up soon. I need answers. Alright, so with Tuvok currently unavailable, his duties as Chief of Security will be temporarily covered by Lieutenant Nunez. A no-nonsense military man, Lieutenant Nunez is always prepared for any contingency. He'll make sure every security protocol is strictly observed, leaving no room for error. Lieutenant Nunez was part of the original Starfleet crew aboard Voyager when it launched. His presence will ensure a seamless transition. Vigilance is non-negotiable, is his motto, apparently. Alright, and with that being stated, we're going to move on to the next piece of science. Biolab. Okay, still working on that. 6 cycles remaining, and then we start to build a biolab here. So what am I building now? I got 2 crews that are free to do stuff. I plan on putting the biolab right here, which means I could start building something else. Now we still have a housing issue, so I could always work on that. But considering what we're just going through here, hold on a second. Did I clear this out? That's 2 cycles away. Okay, that's 2 cycles there. The combat. I think it's smart if I proactively start focusing on defense. So if I do this, it's gonna be 12. If I build 2, it's gonna be 12. Energy that I'm using. Let me think about this here. So they would go right here and right here, which would leave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I already thought that was 9. So okay, so if I do 4 here, that means I have 5 more slots. And I can do 1 more for 3 and 1 more for 2. I could do more crew quarters. Actually, if I do crew quarters, that would pretty much max things out on crew quarters. I would do 12, 12, and 12. And that would give us a max space. I could also do okay. But that is the most logical course of action, but again, this crew course, it puts us at a negative if I do that. If I do emergency crew quarters, that'll put us at negative morale instead of 0 per cycle right now. So I'm not losing any morale, but I'm also not gaining any improvement on morale at the current point, which is ideal. If I start doing things like creating more emergency crew quarters, actually the negative to my morale is kind of based on the crew quarters too, because these people are homeless. If I do one more standard crew quarter, that'll drop that down to 18, but it'll also give me more morale. And then once I do the crew quarter, the emergency crew quarter, then that will drop it down. I'll have 4 people that will, no, I'll have 6 people that don't have a home. But it'll, actually that might balance out. Because how much, I don't know how much, where do I find the, there we go, morale. Negative. Without quarters. -3, okay. What? Max morale. Okay. So the emergency quarters is -5. Crew core without quarters is -11. Okay. So actually I'll be coming up on top. If I just do emergency quarters, I'll have more than, it'll be like -3, but it'll also, -3 is better than -11. So then I'll have an input, 8, yeah, okay, so I'll have 8 plus 8 to morale. Okay. At least less negatives. So the positives will outweigh the negatives. Okay. Brilliant. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll do shields. Shields! No, that's not what I want. I'm sorry. Combat. I can also just do more phaser control. Energy threshold. I don't really understand what +2 energy threshold actually means. I don't know what that means. What does +2 energy threshold mean? I gotta look that up. Okay. Alright, so I'm just kind of looking at this moment here. Because I have no idea what this energy threshold actually means. So is there like a guide here that kind of lets us know about this kind of stuff? There is a, there's like a help thing here. Boop. Nope. I felt like there was something. Hold on a second. It's like a tutorial thing, right? Maybe the physics control, the up threshold will actually give us some sort of understanding. +2 energy threshold. What does that mean? Is Chakotay working on anything else? No, he's not. Also, I don't need her working on the workshop anymore. So switch off. The workshop served its purpose. So we don't have to have that running right now. I can put her back in. Transporter room. Oh! Increases rewards. Okay. Plus 5% to hero skills in away missions. What? I didn't realize that was a thing. That's gonna come in handy. Only plus 5% though, that's kinda lame. But that's command, so this is a command hero. That's good to know for the future. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any away teams going right now. Maybe I don't have to worry about that right now. I don't even need to transport a room right now. I can't actually shut that down. Okay. I do probably need him someplace like room efficiency. What does that actually mean, room efficiency? Fires provide more energy to weapons, increases the fire rate. Okay. So I guess increasing the energy, okay, fires and providing more energy to weapons increases the fire rate. So +2 threshold means that I increase the fire rate with additional room. So it means I fire more frequently, which would then allow me to do more damage. I gotcha. That makes sense to me. And how big is this? Okay. I'm just trying to decide whether or not I'm going to do. Yeah, crew quarters seems the best thing to do. That's a plan. Then I'm going to clear out this, and then I'll focus on more weapons. But I want to do shields and disruptor right here. Oh no, disruptor goes right here. Shields and biolab right here. So I'll just do this. Shields. This is gonna be combat. Phasing control room. Maybe I really should do a phasing control room. Turtle. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you do, as long as you love me. Raise the shield capacity. Yeah, because that would have still left me with one empty one. That just makes more sense to do it that way from over here. Alright, so it's going to be more shields. And better shields. Then I'm going to have to do technology later on that increases the likelihood that my shield penetration, reduce shield penetration, that is, rotate shield frequency, reduces enemy shield penetration by 20%, which is precisely what we want to do, is reduce their penetration so that we cannot be penetrated. Regenerative shields. Increases shield recharge rate by 20%. So I'm just making sure there's no other technology that's going to be out here that's going to replace the shield generators before I invest more technology or more resources to it. Enhanced maneuvers. That's nice. Disruptor control, that's going to be next. Phaser control level, phasers level 3, it's going to be there. Phaser frequency fluctuations, increase shield penetration by shield phasers. Okay, well, okay. Shield penetration won't be as much of a problem if we have disruptors, which will damage shields more. But if I have phasers and disruptors, it means that while my disruptors are damaging the shields, I can also make sure that my phasers are penetrating the shield, so I'll be hitting their shield generator at the same time I'm damaging the shields, and then I'll move on to destroying their weapons and destroying their hull, and pretty much just wrecking those fools. Shield penetration, okay. All right, so I'm building shield generators. That's gonna help. I also didn't take into mind the research to improve my ship's hull. Right now it's 400. I don't really see other people doing that when they actually, I mean, not as much earlier in the game. And hull reinforcement is gonna kind of be a thing that I'll have to look at too. Eventually, when I get level 2, then I'll do these two back to back and give myself another 100 hull integrity, which is going to be essential once I get into the sectors where they're going to be, just Kazons is going to be attacking us on a consistent basis. Last thing I want is to have my butt exposed so they can kick it. Like I said, okay, that was going to be crew quarter. Oh, that's right. I'll do the same thing here. I guess crew quarters. It's gonna have some people that are still gonna be homeless, but it's gonna be worth it. There's 4 people, 6 people. That's because there's 5 spots instead of 6 spots. Oh, that's fine. That's no worries there. You know? Okay, no, I still gotta do this life support here. Why didn't I do this one? I don't have the biannual jetpacks for it. Okay, so probably it's gonna be like 1 crew quarter or something over here or something, just to get rid of the space needed for this. Ooh, I can do weapons over here too. This will probably be a good spot. And this is gonna be storage. This is gonna be weapons, and then crew quarter right here. That'll clarify that. Take care of the few people that do need it. Like the, okay, great. With that stated, let's see, wait until security investigation completes. Then we're gonna go collect some tritanium. Where's the tritanium? This is... Ooh, dilithium. But it's also got duranium. Am I short on duranium? Nope, I'm pretty good in duranium. So where else can I find some deuterium? I'm good on that. We can only focus on one objective. Okay, so pretty much I guess when you get there you kind of have to decide on whether or not you're going to collect some more food or tritanium or whatever. Alright, I'm probably going to go crazy on that lithium if I can, if it's even an option. Is there a cap? This is 19. Is there a... Let's see, shit. Is there a cap on how much dilithium you can store? Is there an option to... I need some more dilithium. So dilithium is the way to go. Where was I? Just looking at... No. Who had dilithium? This is dilithium here. Okay, that's great. Deuterium, food, tritanium. Okay, I'll collect some tritanium first. Room cleared. That's great. Where's my research going? Almost there. 4 remaining. Okay, I'm okay with that. One work crew available. The other ones are working on clearing out, building up those shields. Right there. Okay. Okay, I need another shuttle. How much science do I have? Okay, great. 149 on the research. That is great. I am loving them making +2 for science now. Okay. This is more risky than this. Shuttles. Alright. No. Oh, that was so close. That was too close to the red line. Not much on the tritanium approach, though. 82. It's not ideal, but it's better than the red. That was lame. That was lame. Any place else that has tritanium besides that? That was it. That was the only location in the system that had tritanium. That is bogus. But we still have another 2 systems to focus on, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of hold on, if I scan, upgrade secretary to scan other systems. I gotcha. Okay, alright, we'll go back. Alright, well, ooh. I wonder, can I... when do I get the research option? Because I'm kind of nosy. Science-wise, when can I improve my stellar cartography? Sensor array, stellar cartography. Increases gathered resources from points of interest by 8%. I don't see an option here that says to improve the stellar cartography. Lowers energy and upkeep of hydroponics bay and large hydroponics bay by 25%. That's actually not bad. Waste disassembler produces deuterium or uranium from organic and inorganic waste. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. All right, maybe. There's got to be a future technology here that I haven't revealed yet for the improvement to the stellar cartography. Some like in a critical simulator. Okay. Monophasic shield room provides the ship with plus 80 deflector shields during combat. Increases shield recharge rate by 10%, plus 10. Deflector shields during combat. Ooh. I'd probably do both, because I have the turtle. Limit to 4. Okay. I don't have a problem with that. I can increase my shields. I can have standard shields and deflector shields. Okay. That's sweet for me. Alright. Let's go. I'm just postulating right now. Is that the right word? Whatever. So... the investigation needs to complete. Do I need more deuterium at this point? 1348. Doesn't mean I'm actually going to get 1348. How am I doing on food? This will give me enough. By the time I get there, I'm going to be like this. What is that? Like 3 cycles. So I'm going to be down 900 anyway. I mean, not 900, but 100. So that'll put me at 624. As opposed to. That's exactly the right amount that I need. Alright, shield generators are up. Total cost after activation. 1. Okay. Alright, so negative 166. Now, I don't need them right now. I'll say that. They're going to be heavy. They're going to be helpful in battle. But I don't want to turn them off until I'm in an area where I don't need them. Huh. Okay. In any event. Where do I have Chakotay right now? He's in transporter room. Do I actually need an away team right now? Do I have anyone in phasers? I don't. Tuvok's not there right now. Tuvok's not an option. I gotta have someone here. So just in case I need him, I'm gonna have Chakotay here. And that's that. Alright. Tuvok's findings. Ooh, biolab. Wonderful. Now it's time to build a biolab. Now it's time to do some more research for science. As much as I wanted to do transporter room 2 for the extra resources for the away teams, I want to get my combat ready. So I've got to switch gears here, and we're going to build. Oh, tier 2. Yeah, I got to do tier 2 first. Launch. Ooh, that's going to use dilithium. And I need the dilithium for the warp core. But it is what it is. I gotta do that research so I can get my my stuff going. So it's worth it. It is what it is. It has to be done. Hold on a second. They're not gonna allow me to do food right now. Okay. Captain, I have completed my investigation. Dr. Tabridge, I've analyzed Ensign Seska's blood sample. No childhood disease could ever explain her genetic markings. Ensign Seska is a Cardassian, genetically altered to look Bajoran. Ha ha ha. This is crazy. Impossible. You want me to believe Seska's a Cardassian agent who infiltrated the Maquis? Well, it's not hard. Ensign Seska being a Cardassian agent isn't as far-fetched as you might think. It is a common trick to use cosmetic alterations for infiltration. I was also a spy under your command. Thank you for breaking that up again. But it's true. It is very true. A little dehydrated here. Alright. An unauthorized transmission was sent to Kazan a week ago. It originated in Lieutenant Carey's station. Also, I found an encrypted security code in the requisition file for replicated materials. That code, however, belongs to Ensign Seska. She could have had access to his station, so... Incompetence. Or intent. Thank you, Lieutenant. Alright, so summarize all clues again, decide and confront the traitor, speak to the Kazan survivor. The results seem to point towards, I mean, we know who it is. I'm not going to waste time with the summarize all the clues again, because we know what happened. Speak to the Kazan first. I'd like to speak to our Kazan patient first. The patient is stable enough for questioning. I'm Captain Janeway. We responded to your distress call. I'm Knut of the Kazan Nistrum. So you saved me. It was a rather complicated procedure, but with my formidable medical skills, Yes, thank you, Doctor, but we don't have much time. The explosion on your ship was caused by our technology. Who gave it to you? I don't know what you're talking about. Don't take me for a fool, Knut. I want to know the truth now. If I tell you, Kula will kill me. Offer protection. Perform a mind meld. Ooh. So... one's invasive, and will likely take him off. The other route is to offer protection. If I offer protection, he might join our crew, and he might be of great benefit to us. I'll offer protection. Consider this, Knut. Whether you assist us or not, your mage will think you did. You're a dead man either way, but we can offer you protection. Success. Fine. It was that woman, Seska or something. Yes. So it really was her. How unpleasant. Oh, sorry. I have to change my voice. So it really was her. How unpleasant. I helped you, Captain. I'm dead if I walk out of here. Offer to join your crew. Offer to join your crew. There we go. I can offer you a place on Voyager as part of our crew. I mean, he may turn on us, but he also may be a great asset to us because his life depends on it. Guess I got nowhere else to go. I'm in, Captain. Couldn't recruit it! That's awesome! I didn't think I was just gonna... I didn't do that option last time. I didn't try that option. I just chose the mind melt, which was going to make him angry. But now he's part of our crew. This is actually really great. Now, get Seska on the bridge. This ends today. Bridge crew, attention. For weeks, a traitor has been in our midst, actively conspiring with the Kazan that stops today. Stops today. Confront Seska, she's the traitor. Ensign Seska, you are charged with treason. By transferring Federation technology to the Kazon, you have violated the Prime Directive. No, it's Carrick. He's the one. He never trusted the Maquis, and he's using this to frame us. It doesn't change the fact that you're a Cardassian spy. You didn't even reveal that information until just now. You've been lying to us this whole time. You are not trustworthy, even the slightest bit. Tell that to the brig. You and your precious Starfleet principles. Yeah, the Starfleet principles are great. I did what was necessary. Now she's telling the truth. Your actions left us stranded in the Delta Quadrant. Kula offered protection, and I made a decision. A decision that could have impacted the entire quadrant. You lack resolve, Janeway. I don't. Computer, command XJL. With a triumphant smirk, Seska activates her transporter, revealing her treachery as she escapes the bridge. Janeway and the crew are left shocked. Shocked. Alright, she's getting away. Identify destination of transport. Ooh. Overall transport in progress, or identify the destination of transport. We could... yeah, overall transport. Stop the transport. I can't, Captain. A security lockout is in place. Identify destination. Okay, yeah. What is the destination of Seska's transport? A Kazon vessel. It's getting ready to go to warp. Get ready to fight. Get ready to fight to stop Seska. Let them escape. She's of no use to us. She doesn't have our technology, and I'm not going to initiate a fight. Let them escape. We don't need her. Well, she's going to escape anyway. We'll deal with Seska another day. The other Kazon raiders aren't leaving. They are powering up weapons. I told you, laying hands on our ship would be considered an act of war. However, I am no monster. You gave us food. This one time we will stand down. But do not rejoice, Janeway. We have merely brought yourself some time. You've merely bought yourself some time. Some time? Yes, yes. They're retreating, Captain. It is probable Seska and Kula will seek vengeance. I recommend we prepare ourselves. Oh yeah. We've got their number, Lieutenant. We're ready for them. Captain, thank you for your faith in me throughout this whole traitor affair. He was right the entire time. Chakotay has blinders upon blinders. I realized my Maquis comments were less than professional. For that, Lieutenant Torres, I sincerely apologize. What are you apologizing for? You were right. You were 100% right. I now understand why the captain appointed you chief engineer. To make the Maquis happy. She did that. I mean, B'Elanna is actually smarter than him, but she just did it to make, you know, the Maquis happy. He really deserves the chair. Congratulations. I appreciate that, Lieutenant Carey, truly. I'm pleased to see you both moving forward. I'm pleased to see you both moving forward. I'll leave you to it. I suspect our chief engineer and her new assistant chief engineer have a lot to discuss. I'm honored, Captain. I'm going to be counting on you, Carey. I'm not up to date on all the latest Starfleet protocols. You're probably more familiar with the Quixote engine than I am right now. I hope I can depend on you. I assure you, Lieutenant, you'll never get less than my best. Carey's recruited. Awesome. So I'm going to stay here because last time I didn't. Actually, no, I think I did. I stayed here, I looked at all this stuff, and then I zoomed off to the next sector. I didn't go to the other systems in this sector, and that's why I had to replay this sector, because of the fact that I didn't take this into consideration. There's more than likely some side quests that I didn't take advantage of because of the fact that I didn't do that. So I'm going to collect what I can collect, then we're going to move on to them. Science Lab 2, Biolab, analyze animals before hunt. Oh, I don't have Biolab because I'm still doing science. Wait a second. What am I doing for science right now? What? Hold on a second. Where you from? What you do? Oh, that's right. I didn't build it yet. I have the technology, I just didn't build the biolab. Now I can. So, do I have the resources? Yes, I do. It's gonna take up more energy. Ooh, that's gonna put us close. It's gonna put us at 74. And so, that's gonna mean we're gonna have to really... Okay. I need it for this. I need it for this. But I need the lithium. So I can boost my my main engineering. What is this for again? Stores up to plus surplus energy from the warp core. I suppose I could also repair this. This doesn't actually drain energy. Why haven't I actually activated this yet? I think I needed a person for this. Battery compartment. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't actually activate that. I mean, it doesn't actually cost me anything to have extra energy since it's already there. Okay. What this means, though, is that I have to really manage my energy usage because this is going to be 8 energy, which means after that's constructed, I'm going to have 174 energy use. Which means I'm going to only have 6 left, and that 6 left is pretty much going to be the the 2 crew quarters. One's going to be for the crew quarters. Is the standard crew quarters going to be 4 energy, and the emergency is going to be 2 energy. So that's going to max me out at 180. Which means I need 6 more dilithium to have the 30 I need to improve my warp core efficiency by 1 level, so that I can then have more energy. Because I'm going to need that so that I can build my my weapons once I actually do that. And so that's that. Okay. Let's now collect some food. Oh yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna have to risk it. Ooh, do not gather food but focus on studying the life forms. Hold on a second. So this is offering me some science options here. How much food in this? Okay. Oh, but I would have to wait because I need Science Lab 2, and man, if I want to study Science Lab 2, I would have to pause this research and where's Science Lab 2 anyway, and the science gear? Okay. Oh, that's tier 3. No, it's okay. No, I'm not gonna do that right now. Man, in order to get that right now, someone would really have to focus science tier wise. They'd have to go though the whole. Well, this is kind of early to expect someone to have that technology, but I guess different playthroughs, people will try different things. I feel like this is ambitious. Like, I guess if someone was min-maxing, they were doing like a science run, they would just go to the tiers first and just, you know, research all the tiers, and then after that, select specific things. But I'm gonna go with sensor array. That's all I can do. No. Oh, sweet mercy. That was that red for a second there. I thought we were in the spot. 150. Okay, we're doing pretty good on food. Now, do I want to do more? Nope, we don't need any more. It's going to be at max anyway. Okay, we need some more duranium. I don't think there's any more rooms that I can clear out for space. I think that's all good until I'm not going to touch these lower rooms yet. I don't really need to just yet. Plus, that would just require more energy. But Yeah. Also just thinking. Okay. Does this have, this, one of these planets had, dilithium. There we go. We're gonna go here. We need some uranium now. So we're good. We're gonna do that. Battery compartment. Alright, that's done there. Plus 2 stores. Okay. Total cost after activation 167. Okay, so it's actually using actually using some energy. Okay. I guess that makes sense because this doesn't make sense. Batteries. Use energy is essential to power rooms. Any energy not used is wasted. Use battery compartments to store excess energy and use it if you run out of deuterium or the warp core doesn't provide enough energy. Oh! Okay, so the warp core doesn't provide enough energy. I gotcha. So if I'm starting to overuse, this gives me plus 13 per cycle. Based on the plus 13 I'm seeing there. That means that if I'm overusing on energy, once this stores, I'll be good, and that will happen pretty soon. And then it'll be like a certain number of cycles before I'm overusing on energy. If I decide to do that, then I can shut some things down if I need to. So if I find myself going to a combat situation, I can just activate certain things and deactivate certain things. I really don't need these shield generators running right now because I'm not really in a risky spot. But I do have to have that in mind. I haven't actually been in a fight yet, but the thing is, when the fight does happen, it kind of pops up on you. Do I need the crew quarters? I don't really need the crew quarters right now, but I do want to do that. But I'm going to wait until I have, even though I can, I'm not going to, plus 13, okay. Even though I can, I'm not going to build this crew quarters just yet. Disruptor array control room. Ha! See, that's what I'm trying to go for. That would give me an option there. Use the control disruptor pulse to shatter the hard surface. So when I get one of those, that's going to really help me out with some options there. We have encountered a Class G planet. The atmosphere is toxic, but geological scans reveal vast deposits of crystallized resources embedded just below the surface. I don't know what would have got from that. Not much. Focus on studying the crystallized focus resources, not resource extraction. Science lab too. Oh, so once I improve my science lab, then I'll be able to do more science. That would actually give us. Oh, I got your dilithium, but that doesn't give us much. This is probably really the success rate on this must be like 100% or something to get such low resources and such. Yeah, that's got to be an option if you don't want to worry about any kind of risk or any kind of damage. Alright. Plus 6. That gives me exactly what I need. Exactly 30 dilithium. Now, is it how much I wanted? No. But it is what I need. It is what I need. I gotta go to this planet next, see what they can offer us. Then I'll go to the next, system. Okay. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm just going to improve. Good idea. Let's build within. Captain, I've been reviewing your power grid. We're losing too much excess bad energy from. I'm not gonna do that because I literally just enabled that. So current priorities are elsewhere. We're not going to worry about. Yeah, shut up, morale. Because I mean, I already bumped up my battery compartment there. I'm going to give us some more warp power. Okay. That's going to be 3 cycles, which is exactly what we're going to need to get to here. Alright. Boom, biolab is ready. Let's get someone over here. So we got bionoodle gel packs. And we're going to put, let's see, she's hydroponics bay. It says -39 for food. How did that happen? Oh, I got you the bionoodle gel packs. I got you. That's caused more food, more food consumption there than I would have liked. So now it's -4, -39 minus previous -40. I can't move her from hydroponics bay then. I guess I can't put anyone here right now. He's shuttle bay. Do I really need that? Production time? I don't need that right now. I'm not building any shuttles. So I can use his medical for biolabs. That'll increase the production time of these bionoodle gel packs. So instead of 20, was it 20 before? Okay. Alright, so I guess there's more options for bionoodle. I guess more blueprints available later on. Okay. Alright, so that's going to give us that. So every 18, we're going to gain a new bionoodle gel pack, which, I mean, we've got to, maybe we're probably going to need an extra lab. But that's not a lot of bionoodle gel packs. We've got to boost that production rate. That's pretty sad. Alright. Click on this. Focus on gathering food. Focus on gathering uranium. With 2 shuttles, you might just be able to split up and gather both resources. I don't have time. I don't have another shuttle. I'm not going to build another shuttle right now. Focus our scans on the predicted storm. We might be able to gather both. I don't really need more food right now. I do need more uranium, so I'm going to go to uranium deposits. Oof. Plus 100. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because I needed it because the other uranium thing I was trying to collect didn't quite work out. Deuterium. Alright, so I am going to collect some deuterium before I jump to the other planet. And we're going to be fine after that. Other system, I mean. Kazan carrier. Okay, shuttle. Best odds. Oof. Alright. So we're good on deuterium. We're not going to worry about this little interstellar cloud. If I guess if it has an upgraded stellar cartography, that would... Wait a minute, you know what? See, it says upgrade stellar cartography. I'm not seeing technology there. Maybe there's just a stellar cartography that I can upgrade without any extra science. Oh, okay. Where is it? Where is the extra upgraded? Awesome. Alright. 175. Great. So now we're at 240 that we could do. It's going to consume more deuterium, but at this point I'm not really hurting for it. I've got an abundance for it, and we got 52 cycles. Does it change our max? No, that's gonna. Okay. I don't need anything to be repaired. I don't need anything to be anything. I already did that. I already did so. Food is fine. We're good there. All right, let's go to the next sector, the next system. I mean, zoom. Combat Tier 2. Alright, now we're going to build that Combat Tier 2 Disruptor Control Room. That's what I wanted to do. And then last time I think I did improved phaser rate. I think that was kind of my priority there, to increase the fire rate of the phasers. And That's nice in theory. But yeah, I want to do the disruptor control. This is going to improve my my ship's fights. Okay. All right. And now I've got 3 crews that aren't doing anything. So now that I've got more energy for my ship, I'm gonna wait for that to finish. For that, but I'm gonna build a crew quarter. Emergency and crew quarters plus 0 morale. Okay. I can't even do officer quarters. Observation lounge. I can't do that. I don't have the technology for that. Wait a minute. What? Wait a second. Oh, that'll do -3. I do actually. Oh, you know what? I didn't realize. Okay, I don't have the technology for it anyway. I just realized that. I don't know why I wasn't even looking at that. Okay, so crew quarters. Go right here, and then this is gonna go for crew for emergency. Right there. Great. So that'll give me. That'll put me in a good spot there. So I'll have, after this, I'm going to have this entire first section full. I don't really think I'm going to need anything else. I probably need more binaural gel packs, but I'm not going to create 2 biolabs right now. I mean, as nice as that would be to actually have 2 biolabs. That would increase my gel pack production. See, that's a problem I kind of need to have too. But that's going to consume a lot more food and a lot more uranium that I need to have be drained right now. I'll need to start working on production of those resources before I do that. That's going to require more engineering research. And that'll probably be once I get all my combat stuff that I'm looking for under control. Then I'll go to engineering. Then I'll do things like the tier 3 for the well, tier 2. Well, no, not that one. What was the one? It was the waste. It was the one that converts waste into resources. Which one was that? Engineering offices, dynamic storage, energy, material, deconstruction. What? What was I looking at that gave us that possibility? Crew quarters, so that wasn't it. Ah. Crew morale. What? Double rations. 2 crits. Oh, that will increase my double portions, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, no, it was definitely engineering. What was the option to convert human waste into uranium? That's material recovery, that's not it. Dynamic storage, engineering. Now provides up to 2 work teams. That's nice, efficient design. What? Where did I find that? Where was I? I have no idea what that sound is. Waste station. Oh, thank you for that help. Thank you for that. Waste station. Dun, 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 dun. Why am I not seeing that here? You know what? I think I realized I'm not seeing it here because I was looking for buildings. Ah, that's why. Okay. Just the technology must not be showing up on here as one of the question marks. That's why I don't see the waste station here. Unless it's under science. Science? Hey, that's a good point. Okay, waste is simple. Okay, there we go. Alright, science level 3. Okay, thank you for that. That was, Stabby, that's awesome. I appreciate you. Your input there. So waste disassembler. So I'll get that at some point. I'll get to level 3 for science, and I will do that. That'll increase my uranium production. Then once I do that, then I can start doing things like creating more bio labs, so it can kind of balance off the consumption of those resources. Increase the production by 50%. That would mean that would be, yeah. I'm not sure what the numbers are going to be for this, but anyway, we are now in the system here. All right, emergency crews are active. Boom. Still building this. That's gonna be that. I think we're not gonna be needing so many work crews after that, so I can probably disable the engineering office pretty soon. Then if I do that, then I can probably reduce the warp core level back to 2. That way I'm not using so much of my deuterium. Because I only need... Yep. Thank you for your hard work. Is that upgrades for science labs was huge for you? That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna look at that very quickly. What exactly does upgrading a science lab really? If I can get that, that will increase. What does that increases? Okay, science points +2 instead of +1. I'll have to upgrade both of those once I get some more bioneural gel packs. Tell you that the science economy on this thing is kind of crazy. Everything costs so much for science, but you get so little science unless you really invest a lot of points into science research, which is the problem. You really kind of you don't get a lot of science, so you're kind of poor on science until you can fully invest in science, so you can produce more science. But the production of science is very minimal. Even after that, +2 versus what you actually need to research all this stuff, it's kind of crazy. Unless you just go hog-tied into it. Ooh, a glimmer of hope. Scans have discovered a wormhole, but subspace disturbances indicate it's collapsing rapidly. Alright, Captain, what do we do now? We don't have much time to investigate. It isn't worth it, remain on course. No, maybe later. Investigate right now. We won't let this opportunity pass us by. Helm, set a course for the wormhole. Morale, +200. Yes. Yes. Alright. So we're gonna go to there. So I think last time I didn't actually, I had to backtrack to this sector. I think last time I didn't actually pursue this research. Trading station. Just gonna scan everything in the system before I jump over there. But I didn't, I think I missed this system last time, so I never actually got that mission. I just jumped to the next sector without looking. Talaxian standoff. Okay, so that's a mission. I think I actually saw someone else do that, but I also skipped that bit because I missed this system. So I'm getting the side quest that I missed before, which is precisely why I redid this sector. And any juicy bits here? Any science? Not a single trace of science in this system here. Maybe we'll get an away mission though. Nope. Well, this might be an away mission, this wormhole. Oh yeah, this will give me science. Ideally. Okay, crew quarters active. Boom. Now I'm at 181, so I'm over the 180 threshold. But that's it. I don't actually need another work crew right now, and I've got 3 that are idle. So let me just turn this off. And it's 3. Boom. So this gives me... There we go. So I'm good there. I don't think I need anything else right now, right? Do I need... I'm gonna need the workshop, I think, for this mission. So I'm just gonna turn it on before we even start, just in case. Main engineering's good. And so, okay. And everything's golden. How much time left in this research? 6 remaining. Okay. Right. Boop. Alright, Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Let's see, Captain, we're approaching the wormhole. On screen, the viewer screen shows only the vast star-studded expanse of the Delta Quadrant, but the coordinates indicate Voyager has arrived. Where is it? The wormhole, a supposed ticket home, remains stubbornly invisible. Are we in visible range? Affirmative, Captain. This must be the smallest wormhole on record. Magnify. Even magnified, the wormhole remains a frustratingly small blip on the screen. Disbelief and a flicker of despair across the bridge crew's faces. Is this their only hope of returning home? I guess we could always do Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and They Shrunk the Voyager. It's small. The aperture is about 30 centimeters in diameter, but it is large enough for a message. It could carry a data transmission to Federation space in minutes. We still have to find out if it goes anywhere near the Alpha Quadrant. We could send a probe beforehand. A modified probe would have a greater chance of success, but would require time and resources. Alright, so we're going to go with the time and resources. This is going to be the modified probe. Require time and resources. That's the thing. The time factor is the thing here. They really penalize you for using a standard probe or the modified probe as far as time goes. I don't know. The risk is greater if you do this, I'm pretty sure, though. So I'm just going to go with modified. Modified probe is worth it. There we go. Aye, Captain. So we have a modified probe, which is going to be great for the workshop, too. I had a suspicion it was going to be a workshop. Alright, so Balana is here in the workshop. Let's do it, girl. Let's do... We're out of titanium. Mother lover, Danny Glover. Alright, so we're gonna have to find some titanium somewhere, which... I suppose if I went here first... No, neither of these places has titanium. Titanium... No. True, titanium there, okay. I was looking for if it was gonna be both. So I'll fly here 3 systems away, then have to come back. Man, I really wish I had some right away. I should have looked into that. All of these just have one resource. Man, how do you upgrade the stellar cartography? It's just not showing me as much as I want. Again, I see stellar cartography right here, but I don't see an option to upgrade stellar cartography. Sensor array doesn't say anything. Just navigational reflect is not gonna do anything. It's something separate. So it must be this right here. It's gotta be this, because everything else here doesn't give us an option for improving stellar cartography. Maybe there's like a side quest or something that it's going to be coming on. Science lab doesn't actually improve stellar cartography, it just improves science production. In any event, it is what it is. Maybe they'll come later on. Alright. So what I have to do is I have to collect some titanium, then I can do the little research thing. Hopefully I'm not going to run out of time. Oops. Wrong one. How am I doing on food? I'm good on food. I'm not going to stress that. Okay. That's awesome. Okay, my science is going up, so my next research should be right about the time this is over here, so I can safely search for anything valuable, or this. This is a greater... How much do I need? I've got nothing. I need 150. I've got nothing. Sure. Okay, that was getting me nervous there. I didn't go into the orange. 68. Great. Now I can do the workshop and get back. That's only 4 cycles away. So that means I'm going to need 1 more cycle for something. Alright. So that means we gotta go someplace. Where is this? Oh, it's right here. So there's 3 cycles, so I've gotta go somewhere. So if I go back to I'll also need 1 cycle, which will be here, then coming back. So I might as well just go here and collect some duranium. Okay, yeah, I need some more duranium anyway, so that'll save me. Yeah, that works for me. I'm good on the duranium too. I mean, not duranium, but I'm good on deuterium. The D words, always the D words with me. All right, let's go. Disruptor room control. Yes, yes. 63 research. So that needs. Sorry, 63 science means I need like 7 more for some new research. I could do hydroponics bay. Since I need some more now that I'm producing more. Okay, so right now I'm doing 200. So if I do 4 times 25, 300, that'll still have me at a deficit, but at a deficit of 40. It's not so bad. Every 10 cycles. But no, I was gonna do some combat technology. Because I need to prepare my ship for some seriousness here. So I gotta improve my phaser rate. Was I gonna do anything else here? Phasers, shields, torpedoes is gonna be my thing here. Shield penetration for torpedoes. Reduces enemy shield penetration by 20%. I'm inclined on doing this as my next research. Because I'm gonna have my disruptors. I need to focus on my defense to make sure that they can't cripple us and damage our systems while we're in combat. And so if I can reduce their penetration, and then also do my shield regeneration, that'll be helpful for survivability in combat. Disruptors. So I'll do rotate shield frequency for reducing penetration, and then I'll do improved phaser rate. I've already improved my actual number of my durability of my shields. Now I've got to focus on making sure that they are more reliable. Okay. Boom and combat. Wait a second. I don't know this one. Disruptor. Okay. There you are. Alright, so now I got a disruptor array that's going to be helpful for collecting resources. And that's pretty much it. All of my sections here at the top. Every single room here is full and used. And at work, my morale is going up by +8 as opposed to the negatives now that I've got people in their rooms, except for 6 people. And then once I eventually upgrade crew quarters, then I'll be able to house everybody, and that'll be good. That'll be good. I guess next thing I'll look at is expanding my support here for this. For 3 Battle gel packs, that'll give me space for improving my weapons. This is going to be where I put my extra weapons and shields if I need to. For shield generators, these 2 will do for, what was that? Extra plus, oh, whatever a shield generator does. Increases from 40 to 60. Okay, gosh, so these are plus. Yeah, so I got like +80 to shield capacity right now. That should be more than enough to help me in a fight. Boom! Research done. Modified probe is finished. Alright. Shuttles. Dun, 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 dun. Get the most. Wow, I'm completely out of duranium. I probably used it all when I was creating the disruptor. So that makes sense. I didn't actually look at the resources I needed for that. I just clicked on it because I knew I wanted to do it. Alright, no failures, no failures. Ah, so close. Kept bouncing. That thing always makes me nervous. Always makes me nervous. Alright, and that was fine. I got what I needed. And This is 5 cycles away. I don't think I have any other projects right now. I'm pretty good. I'm in a good spot right now. I'm feeling pretty confident about this. Okay. And okay, this is just slightly over. Consumption 189. Do I actually need to have this running? No, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I probably don't need the warp core to be at level 3 with my little battery going here. But I'm just, because I realize I'm not like -48 right now for deuterium there, and I really don't want to be using that much if I don't need to. Well, there's plenty of deuterium in the system anyway. I don't really need to stress about that. Alright. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Continue. Captain, the probe is ready. Send the modified probe. Boop. Oh, you know what? I didn't turn off the workshop after I was finished. That would reduce my energy usage. Do it. Telemetry data incoming, Captain. The view screen shows a green vortex, the image transmitted by the probe from inside the micro wormhole. A sense of wonder and anxiety fills the bridge. What's on the other side? Let's see. It doesn't look like any wormhole I've ever seen. It must be old, decaying. Any ideas where our probe will end up, Ensign? No, but a phase variant in the radiation stream. It's stuck. Can it break free? Unlikely. Wait. It was just scanned by someone else. Held him. Use the probe to reinforce the signal. We're receiving an answer, Captain. On screen. This is Captain Catherine Janeway of the Federation Starship Voyager, who is receiving this communication. I am Telek Remor of the Romulan Astrophysical Academy, Science Vessel Telvath. Location Alpha Quadrant, Sector 1385. What are your coordinates? We are in the Delta Quadrant, but since it hasn't been charted, I can't specify our exact location. Delta Quadrant? On the Federation starship called Voyager? I have not heard of a ship with that name. It is new, but not classified. Surprising. Romulans are usually well informed. Tuvok, why I gotta rub in the fact that he's not informed? I've been in deep space for over a year, and I'm not privy to the latest intelligence. I'm sure my government knows of any Federation expeditions to the Delta Quadrant. It's a complicated story. Please, if you could. I don't believe you. You are undoubtedly still in the Alpha Quadrant. I ask again, what are your coordinates? Okay, so, Tuvok is level 5. Which means it got a 50% plus 50%. This is why I level up my Tuvok. My Tuvok, I love my Tuvok. Oh, the Romulan logic. Okay, so it's going to be 100% on that one. It's a guaranteed success, baby. Guaranteed success. I'm not even going to risk it with the Balana. Guaranteed success. I understand your concern. Naturally, the Romulan Empire does not want Starfleet spying on its science vessels. However, wouldn't a spy come up with a more plausible lie? Tuvok is the man. Agreed. He is my MVP. I love him. I try to put him on most of my away missions because he's got what it takes. He's always reliable. Implausible. But I will believe you for now. Alright. Thank you, Captain Remor. Can you help us get in contact with Starfleet? Starfleet? You aren't making this any easier, Captain. Yeah, well, the topic. Linked beam unlocked in the science tree. Yes. Link beam. Captain, we could try using the visual link's signal to beam our crew to the Romulan ship. Linked beaming unlocked in the science tech tree. That has never been done before. We have to test it. Would you be willing to assist us, Captain Remor? Fine, but you will beam me to your ship and back, and then I'll see what I can do for you. Remor out. I would rather use something that's inanimate as opposed to a person, but anyway. Captain, I am not convinced of the Romulan's benevolence. I will look further into him in Starfleet's databanks. Alright, so now it's time to research that research. And currently no research in progress. What? Oh, that's right, I was waiting for 73. I gotcha. Unexplored, so I guess I gotta do the beam thing. Where is the beam thing? It's in science. Ideally. Linked beaming. Okay. So, increases gathered resources from prior points of interest by 4%. I mean, I guess that's worthwhile. We need it for what we're gonna do here. So, I don't really have much of a choice but to use 40 science for this. And it's gonna be 10 cycles for this research. Man. Alright, I'll have to do it. I mean, I have a choice as a mission. Alright. Linked beaming must be done. Let's close this out. That's what it says. Research linked beaming and that. So it means, what if I can put someone in here to increase the speed from 10? Let's see. He's in sick bay. Do I really need him in sick bay right now? Not especially. We don't actually have anyone injured right now, so I really don't need him to actually be in sick bay. What is the sick bay actually doing? What's the... Yeah, it's fine. So, yeah, I can just do that. So, I'll have both of these, and that should reduce the wait time here. Nope, still 10 remaining. That was a waste. Research rate plus 16%. Alright. It was worth a shot. Wait, was it? Yeah, that doesn't make too much. What about Harry? How much is he doing? 25%. Wow. Okay. Alright. Wait a minute. I just forgot that I okay, no. I have a Kazon. I'm not actually putting the Kazon to work. So what can the Kazon do? What kind of hero is he? Ah, okay. So that's in the phaser. So I put him on torpedo or phaser. Phaser control is Chakotay. I also have carry. I haven't actually put carry in any room yet, so I can do. Who's in the transporter room? I don't have any workshops right now. Oops. What did I just do? What am I doing this? What am I doing this one? Okay, anyway. Kazan goes in here. Great. Okay, in the transporter room. Gonna get all my people here. Where's Carrie? Oh, what? Hold on a second. He's command. Oh, well, I'm not worried about that. No, he has a better chance of giving us better outcome. No. Yeah, I'm not using workshop right now, so I'm going to use Balana for warp core, and I'll use carry for something else. Carry. Okay, carry's going to help with resource collection. Tuvok is currently not in use anywhere? How's that possible? What am I doing? What am I doing with my resources here? Don't worry about Shuttle Bay. She's not doing workshop. I just gotta power that off. Boom. Alright, 178 there. Stellar cartography. I don't need the one for that. Workshop's not. Well, I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, right. Actually, I take that back. I've got to wait for this to finish, then I put Tuvok in disruptor array. That's right. Self. Brain. Shield capacity. Does this improve our shield efficiency? Okay, I'll put him there for now. And then after this, I'll put him in disruptor array. And he's good into torpedoes. And he's good in phasers. Alright. Those are my two other heroes. There goes my hero. Watching as he goes. I think everyone's in use, right? This doesn't actually tell me where everyone's at. It just shows the heroes that I have. I can't use Janeway for anything. Can I not use Janeway for the transport? No, she's not usable. Could have sworn Janeway was usable for something. Whoop. Well, she's a captain, so whatever. Okay. Alright, so we need 10 cycles because the research won't research any faster than 10 cycles, which means I gotta bounce around and find some more resources. That's 1,000 need for that, so we'll go there. It's 3 cycles away. What about food? Ooh, I need food too. Well, I'll need food. How much is this over here? 958. So that's fine. 5 cycles there, and then 5 cycles back will be exactly 10 cycles. Disruptor array room. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Now to back. Increases the fire rate of the disruptor. Doesn't say by how much, but I'm pretty confident by a nice bit. Awesome. So I am ready. Now, how does this affect my threat rating? Because the current player power rating. Ooh, average 156? That is a significant increase compared to what I had before. I think before my power rating was like 94. Your combat power is dependent on your combat rooms and available energy. Oh, I see, available energy too. The fact that I'm like above my energy, so if I had, if I went down to, no, I can't even go down now because it's 187 because this room is running. So unless I shut everything down that I don't need. This is already shut down. I need to show generators for combat eventually. I don't need them right now, but who knows when I'll need them. Alright, anyway. How are we doing on our... I have 0 to lithium. Still no binaural gel packs? What the heck? Tom, what are we doing? 10 remaining. What is this? What is this? Okay, it was like 18, right? So I guess that makes sense. Alright. Okay, beam them up. Biolab. Ooh! I mean, that really isn't that great, though. Analyze flora and fauna to safely gather edible food sources. This is all yellow. This is send a shuttle into the ocean to collect food. Actually, this is the best option here. This is nasty. This is guaranteed success, but minimal success. I'm gonna go with our odds. I'm gonna... No! Oh, sweet Christmas. Alright, it was going back. Alright, so we got almost max food. And do we need some titanium? Yes, we need some titanium, which is nowhere in the system. Nowhere in the system. Wait a minute. Does any of these have deuterium and duranium and titanium? Nope, that's that. This is... Okay, I guess I need 120 before I'm at the max there, but I'm just gonna go back to the wormhole. I'll collect this other stuff later if I need it. Let's go back to the wormhole. Alright, link beaming. Alright, so now we researched that. Now I need 53. Okay, so that means I need like 17 more, which is gonna be pretty much like 9 cycles to get it to where I'm over for to do more research in level 70 for the level 70 tier 2 70. Alright, next thing we're gonna research is the, like I said, improved phaser rates. That'll make me more formidable. Then after that, we'll move on to the, no. Before I do no, I was gonna do shields first, that's right. I gotta make sure that my shields can penetrate. Then I'll increase my fire rate. My shields don't get penetrated, is what I meant to say. My shields don't penetrate anything. Shield generator. Increase the shield capacity from 40 to... Yep, okay. Yep. Alright. Shield, so it's 9 cycles. Go back here. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders continue. We're all set, Captain. Remor is standing by. Okay. Let's give it a try. Energize. We've got Mr. Carey in the transporter room. Against all odds, the transporter beam pierces the micro wormhole, bringing to light Remor aboard Voyager. The impossible has become reality. This breakthrough could open a way home. Or so you think. This is quite the breakthrough. I thought we lost you. A phase variance in the radiation stream had me worried. Lieutenant, begin the evacuation. I suggest we delay, Captain. I noticed some inconsistencies in our database, and this phase variance confirmed my suspicions. Captain Remor, what year is it? Year? It's 2351. But this is 2371. Uh-oh. 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 Our Romulan guest is a person from the past. That wormhole is a rift not just in space, but also in time. Which is actually pretty freaking cool if you think about it. But, of course, time travel is not good. The temporal prime directive. We were so close. I'm afraid we're left with our original request. In 20 years, would you relay our message to Starfleet? I will. If you should find a way back within my lifetime, I would welcome a message from you. You'll hear from us, because we will get back. Energize. Captain, I think that might not be possible. Our guest has become entangled with the wormhole on a quantum level. Beaming him back could... Could? My patience wears thin, Captain. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can we compensate? Theoretically, but it'll be risky. Very. I don't care. I insist you send me back. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, modified. So, sickbay level 1, resynchronize Remorse quantum signature, modify and focus a harmonic field in the wormhole. I could deny, I could refuse to send him home, but that would pretty much strand him here, and he would not be happy. What could go wrong, right? I mean, staying home is a guaranteed. Staying on the ship guarantees that he doesn't die. But there's a possibility he could die. So I would take the chances of living but being stranded versus dying and being dead. Okay, so we're just gonna try the navigation fields. Everyone here is level 1. Sickbay, that's level 1. All these is level 1 after that. 85%. 85%. We're gonna go with that one. That's the best odds. Modify the suspects the dampeners to cushion the wormhole harmonics. Modification complete, Captain. Ooh, okay. Look, Captain, the transporter parameters are improved, but that doesn't mean safe. The risk of catastrophic failure is still high. We really want to go through with this. My return is imperative. I must be sent back, regardless of the personal costs. Alright, bro. We're gonna do it. Go do the transport. Send the Remor home. I kind of wish there was a way to keep him without forcing him to stay, because that will take him off. But I don't think he's my source, my opportunity to get a cloaking technology. I would love to create a cloaking device for us, but I'm not going to hold him captive and try to get that the sneaky way. Alright, he has a life waiting for him. We won't rob him of that. Execute transport. Be successful. Ah, yay! Energizing. The signal pattern is wavering, compensating. Reading phase variance errors. Proceed with transport despite risks. Up. Proceed with the transport despite the risks. Oh, the signal is wavering. I gotta do it. I gotta respect his wish. Next time I won't, but this time I will. Address the quantum resolution. Yay! No! No, that's a failure! The horrible subatomic integrity is collapsing. I cannot compensate. Transporter stream integrity failed. Captain Remor's molecular cohesion was not maintained. Irretrievable. We were so close, and now a life is lost, and the hope we had, it just slipped away. Captain, I didn't want to mention this in the presence of Captain Remor, but the Federation Starship states that he died in 2367, 4 years ago. 16 years? He could have had 16 more years of life. A needless, tragic loss. Indeed needless, indeed tragic, indeed a loss. Janeway to crew, Captain Remor did not survive the transport, and with him, the message that he was to deliver to our families back home. There is no way for me to know that he was going to fail, but it was better odds. I mean, he wanted to go back home, so I couldn't hold him captive against his will in this run. But next time, I'm not going to let him go home. I'm just going to keep him. See what happens. Rest in peace, Captain. Yep, he died. He is a dead. This is kind of sad because we just changed the results of. We don't know what the outcome is going to be of that guy dying. We don't know how it's going to impact, the future. We don't know how much of an impact he had on the timeline. This is tragic. This is a profound setback, a bitter loss, but we cannot afford to lose hope. We will find another way to reach him. Janeway out. We should have tried something that was inorganic first. Helm, return to our old course. Well, at least we got some dilithium off of that, off of his dead body. Alright, well. Now I have 5 instead of 0. What do I need that for or something? Oh, that's just sad. Dude died. And now our max. Oof, well, at least it doesn't change our people's moods. They seem to be pretty happy. So now, do I want to fly around just a little bit? I mean, if I just fly around a little bit, I can collect some more science and then start a new project. I can also, I've got some past cycles here isn't so bad because I can, once it gets to a certain point, then they get upset. But until they get upset, I can kind of linger into this sector until I move to the next one. It gives me time to let's see, what else can I do? What is this? This is 3. I'm still down to 1. Bioneural gel packs, they really are slow to. This is just insane. 3 cycles remaining. I still need, like, it was 18 for the last one, so I need still 21 cycles before I have 3, so then I can expand my life support for this deck and then do some more weapons on this end. Having one more phaser control, or just one more disruptor array control, or just more shields will help me with the next chapter, the next sector, for like combat against the Kazon, because it's gonna happen. They want us, and then I can also activate the. I can also activate the holodeck and improve overall morale by +20, and then we'll be ballin'. Alright, so the titanium is the only thing I need. No, I need uranium. I'm gonna fly back over here. How much is this here? 120. Oh! I need some. Okay, so I'm just gonna go here and then I'll go to the next sector. How much is here? I'll go here first. Alright, and let's get some performance shuttle. Okay, that's gonna give us a good amount. No, 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 no. Oh, 47? Oh, that is lame. Lame. Okay. This is 120. This is... So I want to go to the trading station? I guess I'll go there too, just to be on the safe side here. Scan the station for any resources. This is the best odds. No risk of any major danger. No. 1,000. Puts us at 700 less than what I want to go to. Here's what we'll do. We're going to go to this one too. Since I'm going to be leaving the sector, not coming back anyway. I guess I'll fly around, hit everything, because I didn't collect as much as I thought I was going to. Trade uranium for food. Any chances I can get some... Okay, no dilithium crystals. Pretty much everything that I have here. Deuterium? Do I actually need... food? I really don't need any more. Because I mean, I can just collect food down here. I don't really need to trade anything at this point, I guess. Because all of these are retrievable in the system. How much is here? 1,000. Nah, please. Okay, no. Okay. I guess I'll skip that. Ooh, there's a mission here. I forgot about this. It's a Talaxian standoff. Then I'll try to collect some more uranium after that. Ah, man, that whole thing being right next to the star there makes it hard to see that. Anything here? Just more deuterium. Okay. Now the mission. 2 Talaxians are in a standoff. We're salvage. From a derelict vessel. One captain wants to use it to aid Talaxian refugees. The other wants to sell it to fund their colony. Their offer is a share. Wow, I can't read all of a sudden. They offer us a share of the salvage if we help them. What are the odds? No, 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 no! Oh, freaking... I was supposed to hover over it and see what the risk was, not actually click on it. And now I failed, and now they want to fight me? Guys, are you... Well, this gives me a chance to test out my new weapon systems. Oh, that's great. Alright, well, that was not the intended course of action, but it happened.
What are your orders, Captain?
Kill him. Whoa, I'm looking at my shields. 120, 120. That's beautiful. That is exactly. I've got my nice hull here. I've got some weapon systems. I'm ready to kick some buttocks. And I'm going to, they say, offensive options. We're going to take out their shields. If I could take out the shields,
then I can hit
their hull here. Then the space bar is a shift key. Shift key.
Ability ready, Captain.
Do it.
Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Boom. Alright.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Enemy is surrendered, Captain.
Awesome. That was great. So they surrendered. Who am I? Okay, well.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Boom! Take out
enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Victory. Ha! Oh, their hull's at 94%. Ah, we gotta repair that. That's fine. It's fine. We got work crews for that. So did I actually get anything from that fight besides practice? Target practice? I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll see here. Alright. And now I gotta do these guys. Do I? I'm not gonna remember. It was like, what, like 377? I just gotta put these guys to work. They're not doing anything anyway. They're pretty much just like standing around, giggling. So I'll put them to work, repairing the hull, plus 3 per that. That'll be fine. That's, what is that, like 23 damage? So that's Yeah, that'll be like pretty much 8 cycles-ish. It'll be done. Ooh, workshop. Develop. Hold on a second. I'm gonna reactivate workshop. And then I'll use that for... See what... boop. There we go. There we go. Workshop. What are the odds? Better odds. Well, I mean, it's light green as opposed to dark green, but there's no red. This gives me the chance of having more, though. But I don't really need that much. I don't need... Oh! I'm at 160? Okay, so I must have got some from that fight. I didn't even look at the numbers. I just kind of skipped. Oof. Okay, that's great. So, I got 90. Alright, so now I'm full on that. Need a little bit of food, and then a little bit more deuterium after that. So I was gonna bounce back this way, then hit this, and then I'll be out this system and jump to the other system. I haven't gone to the trade. No, I did go to the trade. I didn't need anything. What is this? Oh no, that's okay. This is the way it shows on the map. Alright, so grab some food, then some deuterium, then I'm out the... Alright. I'm playing it safe here. Analyze animals. Okay, there we go. So I got... Dang, I lost a lot. Way over. Because I'm full. I need to have a cargo bay. I probably should have... Once I do this, maybe one of the things I'll do over here is do more cargo bay for my food. Because these systems are flush full of life. And I'm kind of throwing food away. But I'm missing out on those resources by not having storage space for that, and then I won't have to worry about... Anyway. Alright, and that's that. So the last thing I do here is grab some materia and tractor beam, shuttle. Best possibility of the best results here. Don't negative. Okay, perfect. Glorious. Alright, move on to the next system. Because there's probably another side quest. I did this one and it failed here, but I did get the, I don't know, actually I pretty much failed both of them because the doctor died. I should have just kept him. I should have kept him against his will. He would have been pissed off, but he would have eventually stayed with us. Is there a side quest? Be a side quest in this. We're at 400 already, so I don't have to worry about these guys working on the, hull anymore. That wasn't much. Perfect. So what is here? All question marks. Anything valuable? Anything delicious? I don't see any side quests. I don't. Ooh, my science. I didn't realize I missed out on my science there. What did I say? Rotate shield frequencies. That's right, because I need to have better. Much better shield penetration prevention. I don't see myself fighting anyone right now, but pretty soon I will. So like I said, gotta do what you gotta do. Do I want to do regenerative shielding first before I do? I'll do this now. Reduce shield penetration. That way they don't hit my hull. Because I know my hull points didn't go down that, my shields didn't go down that bad, so they shouldn't have really, they penetrate my shield, so I want to clear up that issue so that they can't hit my hull as easily, so that'll make me more durable, less damage. No subsystems were damaged. I ate them alive, but that doesn't mean I can just feel confident because they were small. They were small compared to the Kazon ships. There's gonna be multiple Kazon ships we're gonna fight too, so let's go scan more of the area here. Any science? Please be science. Science, I need some science. I want like 100 science. How much science can you store? Okay, there's no limit. But they're not gonna give me 100 science. Maybe they will, but they could. Ooh, more people. Okay, it doesn't hurt to have more people. Yes, it does. It actually will hurt my my food economy because I'll have to feed more people and eat. Yeah. Also, housing will be a problem depending on how many people I find there, but it's still worth it to have more crew for when I need them. Eventually, people are going to die. Okay. Ooh, I need some titanium like nobody's business. What is engineering office level 2? I've got everything at level 1. I gotta start improving the offices too, but that'll make these missions far more successful. Science. Alright. But survivability first, then after that I can worry about this stuff. Safely search for anything valuable without entering the station, destroy storage facilities, and salvage resources. This is risky. This is less risky. But I need to get more stuff. We're just gonna... Ooh, 54. Risky there. Okay. Any more titanium in the sector? No. That was it. That was all there was. And no side quests. Kind of disappointing. I don't need any more uranium at this point. Because I'm not building anything else. I've packed everything nice and tight. No, I'm not going to do that. And no. I'm going to have to do lithium 40 if I wanted to. And... yes! Alright, so now I have to buy new gel packs for this. If I go into a fight and I don't have any binaural gel packs, that's not great. But you know what? Screw that. I need it. I was waiting for this. I'm going to just take advantage of this. I'm going to get this, repair it. 7 cycles. It's going to use my titanium, but it's going to allow me to do a little bit more and focus on this section now here. That's what I wanted. That's what I was waiting for. Now I can build some more stuff. What am I going to build? I don't know, but I know I'm going to build something. Ooh, I can activate the holodeck after this too. So that'll be nice to finally have that access to that, and then I'll worry about what I'm going to do with these. Like I said, I might do another disruptor array control room. Maybe after that, another phaser control room. Because this was going to be my weapon section. Then a cargo bay, maybe for more food. Maybe. Alright. That's awesome. We need some more of this now because I just used... Alright. How much of this are we going to get? Use the tractor beam to consolidate the debris. Chances are... yeah, I'll go with this one. Yay, 75. Awesome. Alright, food. We're still good on that. I'm not going to waste the... Ooh, uranium. I don't need that right now. Let's go... Ooh, the cloud. Ooh, Omicron particles. And... we'll see what's there. We'll see what's in this cloud. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, wait a second. Is this one of those bad missions? We'll see. It's a mystery. More science, maybe. Captain, I'm detecting a growing sense of restlessness among the crew. Ah, there we go, because I'm at 140 past cycles. I knew it was coming pretty soon. Desire to move forward to cut more light years off our journey is beginning to affect their focus. It's not yet a problem, but to avoid a significant morale issue, I suggest we schedule our departure from the sector sooner rather than later. Alright, so now the morale thing is going to become an issue with spending too much time in this sector. But I wanted to make sure I got everything. So I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hit some more people. I'm going to grab some more deuterium, then I'm out. First open the pocket's access particles. Let's see. Sensors detect unusual activity in a high-pressure nebula. Omicron particles scatter freely with larger clusters sealed behind stable energy barriers. It's a chance, but risky. Focus only on accessible particles between the pockets. So I can be risky. I can force myself through, but I really don't need to do that. I'm not insane. I'm kind of curious what's going to happen if I do it, but let's figure it. Let's do this. Ooh, 400 deuterium. That's okay. Actually, less than I thought it was going to be. I probably should have taken the chance. That's nothing. But I can just hit this, and then leave. So no worries. Need more titanium. Life support. Yay! Right. Okay. So now using 199. Now we have to repair the holodeck. It's going to be 6 titanium and 26 deuterium. But the holodeck is going to be great for morale. And it's also going to be great for... I can always turn it off whenever I want to. It's going to be higher energy consumption, but it's going to be great for morale and story. Alright, accept the Sicarian offer and grant the crew a short leave. Decline politely. The priority remains returning to the Alpha Quadrant. The inhabitants, known as Sicarians, are practically rolling out the red carpet, inviting the crew to spend days relaxing on their world, promising a prime opportunity to boost morale and finally get some rest. We're going to take it. What does possibly go wrong? Morale plus 400? I don't even need that much morale. I am... Sweet mercy. Yeah, I am bursting with morale. During short leave, the crew discovers the Sicarians possess advanced space-folding technology capable of sending Voyager over halfway to the Alpha Quadrant. This may be their best opportunity to return home. Oh, I remember that. Space-folding technology, but problem was you could only use it in that sector, and if you didn't use it, then you were gone. But it didn't work with the Voyager systems. Offer Federation knowledge in return for access to the Sicarian technology. Secure it by any means. Locate a Sicarian willing to share technology without official approval. I'm gonna go with this. Wait, no. This costs science points. There's risk here. There's even more risk here. If I do this, how is this going to impact my... I'm going to research. It's going to off. I mean, the chances... I don't want to risk it, but I got to risk it. It's hard to get science, but I got to risk it for the science points. I got to... The chances... Okay. No, don't fail me now. Okay. Whew. Modified trajectory matrix unlocked in the engineering tech tree. Yes. Yes. Alright. Science points minus 40, but I do get some engineering tech. It's worth it. It's worth it. I'm assuming. I'm saying it's worth it. It might not be worth it, but I'm making the assumption that it's worth it. So what was that tech? Okay. Modified trajectory matrix. Increases impulse engine's flight speed within solar systems by plus 10%. Are you kidding me? Increased impulse engines? That's what I went for? It just means that I can go through the system quicker, so it's less cycles. Maybe, but plus 10%. That was not worth 40 science. That was not for. I don't want that. I don't care about that. But I guess it means that it would be less cycles to fly through the system, which would mean to it be less deuterium costs. Also, less issues with the morale if I'm in the system longer. I guess it means that I'm spending 14 less cycles before the people are upset. No. I can spin 14 more cycles before the people are upset. Theoretically, because I'd have 14 more cycles if I'm 10% faster. Still not worth it. Still not worth it. But it is what it is. I am so disappointed. Alright. And with that, I thought that was going to give me more people too. But it didn't give me more people. That was... well, it was what it was. Maybe you know what? I just realized that wasn't giving more people. That symbol was for morale. I need to learn how to read. So there's a person here and there's a person here. The person with the heart means morale. The person here just means crew. So I boosted my morale to... I didn't actually... Is there like a cap on my morale? Because I feel like I earned enough morale to where... I should be at like 100%. I should be fully... Alright, negative 20% hero ability cooldown in combat. Okay, so this is good. 20% less time for building upgrades and researching to a minimum of 1. Oh! 20% less time for researching? So high morale means that my research is going faster. That's actually really good. If I was researching something of value right now, plus 10% on all hero attributes. Oh, this is good. This is real good. Okay, rotate shield frequency. Okay, that's gonna help. Alright, that's pretty much it. Threat rating still 156. Alright, we're on to something here. Final trip. Just gotta grab a tiny little bit to put myself over. Yeah, that 10% will help with my for sure with my research. Blindly beam a team on board to focus. It's a captain we found an abandoned ship adrift in space. It's powered down but structurally sound. Okay, I'm not gonna do anything crazy here because I don't really need like a crazy amount. I just need like 500, 600. So no point in being in the red in any sense because once I do this, more green. Ah, there we go. See, there we go. I wasn't gonna. All right, now we're ready for it. This is probably gonna be the end for this. This is the end of the sector for sure. I think this is gonna be. Yep. So once I do this, I'm pretty much gonna end the stream. But I'm just going to do one more. I'm just gonna jump into the sector to start the storyline. I've done everything I needed to do in this system here. I mean, I could collect some more duranium. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'll do that. I'll do collect some more duranium before I go. Rotate shield frequency. Just make sure I'm just gonna max out everything. I'm not gonna miss out on those resources. I don't have enough science for anything else right now. I was going to do the combat next. I was gonna do. Wait, that's regenerative shields. I was going to do regenerative shielding next. And that was it. Salvage protocols. Increases reward after one battle. Ooh, that's nice. Enhanced maneuvering, threshold propulsion system. So I gotta do a hull too. It's got so much research to do. I don't have anything for that too. But the next thing is shield recharge speed, but also weapons. I got. Penetration is resolved, at least temporarily. The next science here will help me with reducing penetration even more. I can't do the multi-layered shields yet, until the next regenerative shielding is down here. What was that? Ooh, that's like I can do that. I can put Chakotay in the. Do I have him in the transporter room right now? I have Carrie there. What do I have Chakotay in? I think I have him in the phaser. Oh, that's right. I do have him in the phaser. What is his command level like? I can compare. Let's see. Alright, transporter room. In the way of command, he's 23. What is Chakotay? 51. Holy. That is a nice bump there. He's a lot better off than it. But I don't have any other security guys to do. Do I have anyone else security-wise that can help with phaser control? If I kind of. No, I'm gonna have to. Hopefully I get like split Balana. There's like a clean guy in Balana that's possible that has like. I think I'll have to wait until I have another. If I have another away mission, then I would probably swap those two out. You know what? I'll do it. No, I can't. No, this is gonna increase my. I don't know if I'm gonna be in a fight in the next one or not. In the next sector. I'm gonna wait. I might switch it off later. That's a really good recommendation. So I didn't realize Chakotay was balling like that when it comes to transporter room. I'm probably gonna, but I want to have something for my phaser rate improvement before I switch them. So holodeck cruise there. Oh, okay, holodeck. Okay, so holodeck's been finished. And how much is it used? -25. No surprise there. But that's gonna keep. Hold on a second. Does that reduce my? Okay, my player power. I still got available power. That's because they also have my battery too. Available. Here's 16. Current player power. Okay. I got these work crews. While I'm here, I might as well get them working on some more. Removing. It's okay. Debris. Okay. So they'll give me some more duranium. Clear out these rooms. I'm ready for some Starship Voyager action there. I gotta, because I'm gonna make sure that I'm ready for a fight. I see why you did what you did. Later game, I was getting like 10% from him, 10% from morale, and another 10% from one of the upgrades to the transporter room. So stats were really nice on away missions, but you did a good job with your staffing. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm incredibly methodical, but it also makes me kind of slow when it comes to the actual progression. But in the end, I think it's worthwhile to take your time. And yeah, I'm all about making sure that I got them where they need to be for when I get into a fight, because the Kazons are going to come after us. But if I'm going to have another away team coming up, I'm going to switch out Chakotay so he can give us a boost to our skills. It's going to make a big difference there. I am ready for this. All right, next sector. We're going to it. Boop. Engage. Right.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. The crew's persistent capacity for adaptation under the sustained pressure of the Kazon-Nistrum threat is exemplary. This unexpected resilience offers crucial protection against the ongoing threat of Kulla and Seska, a protection rendered necessary by my own deficiency. My oversight in identifying Seska's treachery was a significant operational failure. I tendered my resignation as Chief of Security to the Captain. It was refused repeatedly, an illogical decision I attribute to her evident emotional bias. Supplemental. Sensors detected an unidentified transmission from an ionized hydrogen cloud. The Captain intends to investigate, classifying the potential hazard as a welcome diversion. The human capacity for welcoming variables of unknown origin and potential threat remains to me an inexplicable phenomenon.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. Seska, huh? Wasn't that a neat little surprise? Undercover agent running off with an intergalactic thug with bad hair and anger management issues? All we need now is a dashing hero to sweep in and save the day. A dashing hero that saves the day. No, seriously though. We've been playing cat and mouse with these Kazon for ages, and Kulla is nothing if not persistent. But we all know Seska's really the one pulling his strings. Give credit where it's due, she's good. Evil, but good. What's actually surprising is how well the crew's holding it together. No Starfleet versus Maquis brawl in the mess hall yet. Supplemental, our sensors just picked up an unidentified transmission from an ionized hydrogen cloud. The captain wants to investigate this welcome diversion, and that's my cue. Voyager isn't going to steer itself into its next big adventure.
Okay, so venturing off into a nebula from a message. I'm pretty sure that's a trap. So let's do this. Homesick, -2 to morale. The crew grows increasingly homesick. It is more than just missing the Alpha Quadrant. There's a deep emotional weight that threatens to unravel our morale. I feel the strain in every corner of the ship. This journey tests not only our mission, but our very spirit as we press onward into the unknown. Alright, well, that is sad, but on the bright side, I'm still at +25 due to having the holodeck, so right now, I'm not really too worried about the morale, because they should be fine. Ooh, 6 without quarters, -60. That's... I guess that kind of bums things up a little bit there, but again, no worries about that, because that's... yeah. We're good. Oh, max morale is -60 because they're without... You know, I didn't even think about that, the negative for max morale. Okay, so that's why when I got the other thing, it wasn't going up to the full 5,000, because I'm limited in how much morale I can have overall. I guess that really makes a difference there. Not by much. Okay. Food. Some tritanium. That's there. Alright. Duranium. No. Deuterium. The D words. Ooh, staff. I can get some more staff if I wanted to. Right. Deuterium. Deuterium. Food. Ooh. Dilithium. I need some dilithium like nobody's business. Okay. So tritanium there. I am so low on tritanium. I'm pretty good with duranium, but tritanium is not so great. Did I finish the 3 cycles for that? Okay, we're fine. Actually, I need to use some duranium before I remove these. Otherwise, it's just going to be a waste. What can I use duranium for? You know what? Maybe I'll wait. I'm just going to pause these. Because I'm not going to waste uranium, because I'm almost at max. And unless I'm going to use the uranium, I don't see any reason to clear out those rooms, because I don't need anything exactly right now to use it on. Do I want to do the side quest? No, it's kind of late. I really do have to go. Alright, well, thank you for tuning in, Stabby. Really appreciate you, your feedback. I gotta end this because it's 11:30 for me, and it's time for me to start preparing to go to sleep, ready for a fun work week. So it's been a pleasure. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you everyone for watching. It's gonna be watching this when the recording finishes. And it's been a pleasure. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening and a great week ahead. All the best. Thank you so much again. Have a great day.
Thank you.